Indeed we are.
Welcome back, guys, to episode 42 of Two Bearded Guys. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
Mudhog BQ.
And behind the camera,
I'll scream Matt.
Unfortunately, Rona struck again. Our guest was exposed. Phrasing. His coworker unfortunately came down with corona, and therefore, to be safe, he is not here tonight. But we want to wish the person that got sick best wishes and hope they feel better soon.
Yep.
To anybody else battling that kind of stuff, we love you guys. Hope you feel better. But the good news is, if you're watching, you get to watch us drink good beer. We got a cool lineup today. I'm excited. Before we start in, I want to remind everybody, follow us on all socials. We got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch. We have a Discord. If you like the game, you can talk with other like-minded beer-drinking folks.
It's like a bar, except bring your own beer.
Huh?
It's like a bar, except bring your own
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got a lot of cool stuff. Our TikTok's always fun. Check it out. Also, guys, don't forget to follow our personal Instagrams, TBG_Ops Guy.
Mudhog BQ.
Behind the cameras is off-screen Matt. And also follow TBG_Drunken Movie Reviews. That's where every week after this show, we record a movie review from a movie we watched earlier. So we try to keep coherent thoughts while drunk.
Let's try.
It's a lot of fun. All our past episodes, you can find them everywhere podcasts are found. On YouTube, help us out by subscribing and smashing that like button. He's getting quicker.
Better.
I panicked again.
That helps us. That helps us a lot. So thank you guys. But other than that, that's pretty much everything. We'll thank our sponsors later.
Yeah.
So
It's beer time.
exactly.
Beer.
I was wondering if we're going to...
That was actually one of my shorter starts.
real quick, too, just to get this knocked out. We got Randy Moistner on already. Says,
What up,
"Howdy,
Randy?"
fellas."
Randy.
Asking if you have any updates on the job outside of drinking beer, Tyler.
My interview got rescheduled for tomorrow morning, actually. So, yeah, that's that.
This is why you're going to see Tyler take 1 ounce drinks today.
Yeah, Tyler's drinking small. That's why a lot of our beers are going to be 12-ounce cans today, because without a guest and without me drinking, we don't need Matt and John to fall over during the show.
I mean, we've done heavier pours before. I was going to be another one of those shows like, oh, darn.
Well, and it also means Matt's going to count. Damn it.
Ah, shit.
Woohoo! Also, we got Russ is on. Says, hey guys, what's up, Russell?
What up, Russ?
And Carrie says, happy beer time.
Beer time.
What up, Carrie?
That's
Hey,
time.
by the way, I want to tell you, Carrie, you were the hero in one of my dreams Saturday night. Just want to throw that out there.
Which is weirder, that or that you aren't the hero of your own dream?
Dude, he saved me. He literally protected me from getting shot. Like, Carrie's a
Tyler
badass.
brought a knife to a gunfight.
Literally.
Oh my.
That makes me so happy. Carrie's sitting at home going, what the fuck did I just turn on?
Exactly. What did he turn on, Tyler?
That's where it got weird.
He just saved me. That's all. Alright, guys, our first beer is going to be, hey, it's a huge hype beer. You can't find it in Indiana, but if you get on social media...
Wait! Most look forward to beer of the show.
Oh, yeah. What beer are we looking
That's
forward
fair.
to?
No wonder you got done so quick.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Probably.
Where's that button?
Matt,
Yes.
you're first, like always.
Shit, I should have set myself up for that. There's ones that I'm really looking forward to, but I'm more curious to see what this one does, honestly. Because I'm told it is a bit of a hype beer, but it's got a sweet-ass label. It's a horror theme label. It's a sour. Theme? So I got a lot of things I'm really looking forward to this one. There's other ones that I'm potentially looking forward to more, but I also have a bigger fear of being let down from them. Yeah. So I think this is going to be my high anticipation right now, and then I'll probably have a better favorite of the night at the end.
I heard that.
Ow!
See, I'm with you. Like, there's several beers that I really look forward to. This is one, the Maple Mackinac Fudge from KBS.
Right, the Thai stout, the Reese Cup stout.
But the Butter stuff?
Yeah.
Probably. I texted Tyler the other day. I was just like, get this. Any way you can. We need to get this. So.
OTP, HJs, whatever it takes.
Yes, whatever it took. So, He came through. He got the dude off, and now we have some Butto stuff. So,
Ooh.
good job, Tyler.
I'm not that desperate yet.
Yet.
I'm going to go with the Kung Pao, to be honest. Chili powder and a beer. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Plus
Chili
Szechuan peppercorn. I'm excited. But now this beer I'm excited for because, again, it is a massive hyped beer. This is one of their Halloween themes. When you see the can, you'll see why. This is the Out of Order by RAR Brewing. This is their Slash Puppy. I'll show you in Can-Cam in a minute, but it has Texas Chainsaw Massacre themed. It is the dog from the old Slush Puppies.
Yep.
I'm excited. Although this one, normally they have the flavor they are. Like I had one the other day that was like cherry pie.
Yeah.
This one literally just says Slash Puppy. Like I have no idea.
Like copious amounts of fruit.
Yeah. Brewed with copious amounts of fruit, natural flavors, and lactose. Please keep refrigerated. Cans at room temp could be fermented or re-ferment. 5.6% ABV.
And while you're pouring, Carrie says he's laughing, glad he could help you out in your dreams. And ironically, he just picked up a new gun. So I don't know if he meant that because you might have dreamed that you had a gun in your dream or to keep you away from him.
Both.
And we got Ted Mitchell checking in.
Yeah, this one's different color than the last one. We're doing even on this one.
So Ted says he needs to get us some NYC and VA beers. They have been very impressive recently.
I would
challenge accepted, sir.
Yes, let us know how we can facilitate that.
That smells interesting.
It looks like Pepto Bismol.
This
is that still a
press
thing?
it over.
Yeah, I think so, and that is what it looks like.
Not quite as pink, but close.
No, it's that fluorescent Pepto pink.
Flavor's a little off-putting to me.
It's interesting. Did you try it?
Not yet.
So the smell is a little off-putting.
Yeah.
I mean, it smells like a sour.
It's interesting. I had a different one the other day, and it was more syrupy, less thick.
No,
This is
pretty good,
interesting. This is solid.
It's not as tart as the nose suggests.
No.
Yeah.
Heavily lactose.
Yeah.
It's got pretty good flavor. I
Got
wish
a
it was
little-
a little thicker, maybe.
They
At the
don't.
same time, it's
It's not bad. But I mean, it's a thicker consistency than what I was expecting. I didn't think it'd have.
This was
much
thicker
to
than the
it.
last one.
But I think if it were a little more thick, like be like, oh damn, that's thick.
Is that cherry? Am I getting cherry?
it's almost like cherry Sprite.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, it's cherry 7-Up. No one drinks cherry Sprite. Cherry Sprite's shit.
Man, what up, cherry 7-Up?
Not
right, John.
that Matt takes that personally or anything.
Cherry Squirt.
There's very few sodas I drink, and cherry 7-Up is one of them.
Right. Is that what it's tasting like?
No, not specifically. But if you're gonna make that analogy, we're gonna say cherry 7-Up.
But I'm trying to pick the flavor. Either way, it's solid.
It's copious amounts of fruit is what it tastes like. I can't really pick one.
It's creamy, very
Very
creamy. Soft mouthfeel, little tart at the finish. Nothing over the top. Ton of lactose. If you're lactose intolerant, there is no way in hell you could drink this beer.
It's almost.
You regret it.
It's more milk than almond milk.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
Yep.
I see the reason for the hype. Besides the fact the can is badass.
Yeah, that's pretty tasty. I'm not mad at that at all.
What do you think? This can art going to go on the front of that?
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Gotta
So
ask you. You said you had another one of these before. Was the other one like similar part of this as far as like flavor goes?
So the other one, the one I had Friday night was cherry pie. I had Freddy Krueger on the can. You can actually see the can and the color of it on my Instagram, TBG_ops guy.
Thanks for sharing.
It was a little more syrupy texture than this. This is a little creamier.
I like
The other
creamer.
one, the other one tasted similar to like a tart version of like a Tootsie, or not a Tootsie, but a cherry sucker. It was really interesting. It didn't have the artificial weirdness of that cherry sucker, but like a tart version of a cherry sucker. It was. We all loved it at the bar. It was fantastic. We had a little bit of a beer share going on. It was a good time. I like it. I understand the hype behind them.
I need Bob to try this.
That's why I was wondering if it's like a, the other one was
Not
shit.
beer.
Not beer.
Yeah. Oh, this is not beer for Bob.
Very few things Bob thought was actually beer.
Right.
John, you'll be first on scoring. Any final thoughts before you give it a score?
No, it's almost a sherbet, Sprite, Hawaiian Punch sort of.
Melted sherbet.
Melted sherbet. Yeah.
Melted sherbet.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. I think it's good. I'm struggling a little bit. It's got me intrigued enough, and it was tasty as hell, that I do want to find more, so I'm going to go 4. It's good.
It's such a weird...
Yeah.
Like, it's different than even the Drekkers and the 450s and the... Like, this is just odd.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, which, like, I could drink more of these and it'd probably go up, but I'm just kind of weirded out right now. But I want to find it more and drink it more, so 4.
I'm going to give it a 4 as well.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to try to find more. You can't get them in the state of Indiana. The guy who gave me this one, shout out Indie Craft Brew, he got them very expensively on the secondary market. But yeah, I'm giving it a 4. Like, It's interesting, it's fun, it's unique.
It's good.
I'm burping a lot from it though.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
Matt.
excited. He's got the drunk burps.
Off one beer.
Off beer 1. That was really good. But the only critique I'd really have on it is I would have preferred it to have been that thicker body, just profile texture wise. But the taste was really fucking good.
Yeah.
I still can't put my finger on what the flavor was. It was just copious amounts of fruit.
Sherbet.
We came up with melted sherbet.
Kinda.
It kind of reminded me of those like sherbet Sprite drinks.
Yeah.
Like the fruit punch that you have at like kids parties.
That you spike, yeah. Oh, kids parties.
No, before the alcohol.
But yeah, so that might I guess maybe the raspberry. Oh, I'm catching up with you. The raspberry and
some of these beers.
Raspberry.
But no, that was really good. I would like to have that again. I would like to try other ones. On that alone, I'm gonna have to go a 4. I would want to say I'd give it higher, but realistically, if it weren't for the seek it outness, I'd probably go a little lower. Just because some of the ones have done a little better with the texture and everything, but that was really, really, really good. That's definitely a merit of 4. Which also, since we don't have a guest, we kind of glossed over. But in case we have any new viewers, then we should cover how we do our scoring.
Yeah, our scoring system's always done on the untapped 0.25 scale. So the lowest we can go is 0.25. The highest is 5. 3 is a perfectly average beer. Above that is above average. You hit 4 or higher is like our seek it out. Once we hit about 4.5, 4.75, that becomes very personal. It's a little less, it's more biased once you hit above that.
More subjective.
Yeah, what we actually think in our personal styles, what we really want to drink. We've only had a couple 5s on the show. Down below, under that is, under 3 is below average. Under 2 is you're getting into rough territory. Under 1 is God no, don't make me drink this. For all of our previous scores, follow us on Untapped. 2 bearded guys. It's spelled the same as my hat. Same as if you're watching us, what you're watching it on. Yeah. Everything we do is the double E bearded.
I like the way that he's like, same as on my hat, and then you do this where no one can see the front of
I moved it back down.
Great product placement, Tyler.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where did someone get that hat?
Normally I'm wearing our shirts too, but I wore the shirt out by the fire and it hadn't been washed yet. I'd have came in here and made the whole house smell like fire smoke. Well, I can think of worse things, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can find our merch on Facebook and our website, twobeardedguys.com, or the Facebook store. You're going to find pretty much the same merch on both, so Facebook's probably the easiest. Yeah. But either one work. We have a lot of cool stuff on there. We got more stuff coming as soon as John and I get around to it.
If anyone can design and draw stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
We can't pay you, but, that'd be nice.
We can shout you out.
But
other than can art contest. Be like, submit your art for Two Bearded Guys. If you get picked, then your t-shirt gets made. Boom.
Exposure.
Yeah. But not the...
Stop it.
Yeah, not the police-involved kind.
No, not our former employer.
The happy kind. Also, too, we got some new check-ins. Brett's on. What's up, Brett?
What up, Brett?
Says, hey, guys. As always, OSM is amazing. Thank you for the shout, sir.
He still likes you after meeting you?
Yeah, I know. I'm really surprised. It was a pleasure meeting you Friday, Brett.
Saturday.
Or Saturday. Yep. I don't know. The weekends blur together. And I drink a lot. Brandon Moisner says, where are you guys doing the show? Just wondering... Not a question, it's exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. So it's more just like yelling it.
Basement of John's in Noblesville.
Yeah.
That's not a restaurant or bar. It's literally John's basement here in Noblesville.
We just have reached that level of alcoholism that, yes, we do indeed have our own kegerator with 3 taps.
We do. That's accurate.
Yeah, right there.
Only 2 has beer in it right now, though. Well, technically 1 has beer, 1 has cider. The third one's empty currently.
Also, Christian Mack just joined us. Says, "Hey, handsome fellas, she must be drunk already."
Krisha.
What up, Krisha?
Jennifer Beckert says, "Hey, boys."
Oh,
What up,
BYBC?
BBC?
BYBC.
BBC.
Bring your own. And I thought I had something there. No,
I do have. I think we have a Deviate beer that I got. The Picture Boysenberry.
When did you get that?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
We'll drink it next week then.
That soon,
yeah, we'll drink it next week then. But yeah, so this beer, the Out of Order by RAR Brewing, is 4.0 on our scale. I suggest if somebody ever offers you one, take it.
take it.
Yeah.
For one, it's impossible to get unless you're willing to pay like $15 a can.
I don't know if I want to pay $15
So,
for it, though.
no, I don't either, just because I don't like paying $15 for anything.
Yeah.
But I'm broke, so.
Yeah. But, solid beer. Well, not beer. Fine.
Yeah, according to Bob, it wouldn't be beer.
We also got Stephen King says, "Cheers, guys."
What up?
Cheers.
And Krisha says, "It is so good and needs to be drank ASAP."
Yeah, that's
so
what I was thinking.
clearly she must have that as well.
We'll drink it next week. I didn't know he had it, or it'd probably be on the show today.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, considering there's only 3 of us, we might make it around to it anyways.
That's
Ooh.
No.
We'll see.
Tyler has an interview at 9 a.m. Tyler is not drinking much today.
I'm going to be at work at 8, so I got to beat you by an hour.
You're already employed.
I'm saying I have to be somewhere earlier than you.
It's harder to get fired than it is to get hired.
Training's expensive.
Our next beer is by Finch Beer Company. It is the Taco Cat Kettle Sour Ale. A tart bite and a crisp, refreshing finish. Enough to make your taste buds purr. 5% ABV.
Now, what is it when it's spelled the same forward and back of palindrome?
Palindrome.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a fun word. Although I feel like, by definition, a palindrome should, in fact,
Should have
be
been a
spelled the
palindrome.
same. You know, if they were going to make up a word for describing it, they should have gone ahead and done it.
If I
Yeah.
remember right, the actual fear of palindromes is a palindrome.
Now it makes
Like the
sense.
phobia, like the fear of, yeah. So I looked up one day some like just weird phobias, right? Because it's fun.
You're probably doing trivia questions.
I think I was. I think it
Yeah.
was when I was doing trivia questions, and like some of them are hilarious. It's straight up like they make fun of you with how they named it.
Yeah.
Like the palindrome one literally was like a palindrome, if I remember right. There was another one that was just like fear of like words that it was something weird. It was like fear of, and it was like the word is exactly what they're afraid of, and I'm like, oh, that's just a dick move.
Yo.
You are right. Apparently, it is.
Was I right?
I'm gonna butcher saying this, but Bophia, which is in fact a palindrome itself. I was gonna say like tristodecaphobia is my favorite phobia because it's just fun to say, and it's the fear of the number 13. I'm like, that's the most asinine thing.
Well, there's a phobia for literally everything.
Yeah.
Apparently so. Now arachnophobia, that shit's real. And Christian Mack threw up phobia as well, so she apparently do it too.
Say it again, Matt.
That time, the first shot was the best one you're gonna get.
I'm just proud of myself for remembering that. I used to host trivia, and
Ibophobia, I think.
the amount of random shit that's in my head now from looking up trivia questions
Yeah, 'cause
is...
we didn't cheat. We made up our own.
Yeah, that stuff is stuck in my head.
Alright, just because I think the palindrome is on the side of the can. There we go. Oh, he's got a little pitchfork, too. And is that a space helmet?
Yes.
Taco Cat.
Because why wouldn't a cat be in space? And perhaps be the devil, because he's red with a pitchfork, because cats are assholes.
Either I've gotten the Rona in the last 30 seconds, or there's like no
There's
flavor
no
to
aroma
this.
to it.
No, there's a whole lot of nothing.
So I'm not the only one?
Oh.
Someone put stone in this.
Yes.
Right?
It's like a stone that started to go bad. There's just like a little...
Stones don't go bad. Watch your tongue.
They're never around long, though.
They're like a cockroach. I think they could last a Holocaust. I don't think that they have an expiration
A
date.
Holocaust?
Nuclear Holocaust.
Like a nuclear explosion?
Yeah. What? That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Is that
No?
a Twinkie?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Twinkies,
Twinkie.
cockroaches.
Yeah, and Keystone Light.
Keystone Lights.
I mean, technically, you're not wrong. Nuclear holocaust is where you were going
Protein,
with that.
sugar,
but when
and
you forget the
pizzas.
word nuclear, it
Holocaust?
just sounds real bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess I did that, didn't I?
you did.
Whoops.
Jesus.
And
We're a beer and a half in.
Yeah.
And they haven't been...
Is this beer?
Got me a good show.
This is like sour water.
Yeah.
And it's not even sour, it's just sour.
There's no flavor to
It's
it.
not really even sour. It's just, well,
If you take a big old gulp, there's
yeah,
a
it's
little
maybe
bit there.
a little tart, but
This is bad. Just because it's water. It's not bad because it tastes bad. It's bad because it's water.
it's not. Yeah, it doesn't taste bad.
Yeah.
It just doesn't taste.
Yeah. Like I would drink this or water and
I don't think
it
I'd
would
know
be
this.
fine. Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, what's wrong with our water today?
This is like you put a packet of something in water.
No, I was gonna say like if you took water and remember like Tang and
Yeah.
like putting like scoop after scoop after
just
scoop.
like
Yeah, you put like a little dab in there so you get like a hint of the idea
a
of flavor.
hint, a hint oh sour.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Oh, I totally missed. Brett asked, "Does Matt count tonight?" Yes, he does. Because,
Unfortunately.
if you missed the very beginning, sadly our guest had to bow out due to potential Rona issues.
Exposure.
Exposure, yes.
He doesn't have the Rona. He
It's-
doesn't think.
Is exposure the word of the night? Like,
It might be.
are we gonna start taking a drink every time that John says exposure?
No, we only do that for other things.
When John shows you what exposure is?
Damn straight. Helicopter dick. Helicopter dick. Want to impress a chick? Do the helicopter dick.
That should be a button. I don't know that we'd use it often. It'd be great when we did.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a button that would get used like when Grace is here or something. I'm first to score. I mean, there's nothing here to talk about or score.
No, there's not. No.
I'm going to give it a 0.5 because it doesn't taste as bad as the Listerman, so I'm not going to give it a 2.25, but I'm giving it a 0.5 because it's slightly sour water.
Matt goes next.
Oh, I'm not used to that. I don't know. I mean, kind of generous, but it's drinkable. It's not bad, so it's just not good. Like a 1. I'm gonna be on the high side, but I mean, I've had things that I before here. I'm like, yeah, no.
Well,
And
that's why I didn't score it as bad as Listerman.
Yeah, like that's under a 1. This is at least like, I wouldn't be happy about it, but I could drink it, and it's got some booze in it.
See.
It's 5% water.
Right. Like that's the thing.
5% ABV water.
It doesn't taste bad. It's crisp and clean, and nothing else. Like if this is the last thing in the fridge, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll happily drink that. I would drink this before other things that it's in the fridge.
I don't think I would.
You wouldn't drink that Listerman before this.
I think I would. At least they tried. They failed, but they tried.
I'll make
And
it
no, I wouldn't drink Listerman before this. That's why the Listerman was scored a 0.25.
Right. So this would be like.
So
if
I would
is in
drink
the
this
fridge.
before Listerman.
If this is in the fridge, I drink it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't pay for it, but if someone handed it to me or like it was
There
there
you
to be
go.
drank,
I'm
like,
sticking with my score.
Well, I'm not trying to get you to raise your score.
yeah, we're just trying to justify ours to ourselves.
I'll go 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. It's the 1 average. I mean, it's not beer. There's no flavor to it.
No, Bob would be right on this one.
But it's not bad.
That's what I mean. Like,
It's
not,
nothing.
It's not worth like completely raking over the coals. It just needs to be low because it's not good.
That's an understatement. Like, that's weird.
Pardon?
That's just, it was literally alcoholic water that started to go
I
bad.
would drink that before a seltzer.
No.
See, I was kind of debating that too. I was like,
Seltzers at least have bubbles. That was flat,
that
too.
was kind of flat. That's just like, it's like sparkling water. No, sparkling water is more sparkling.
Sparkling water actually, has, bubbles.
That burp kind of tastes like dirty dicks.
The hot sauce guys he had on his chicken wings.
That was for you guys, John.
Jesus.
I knew. I was like, oh, yeah. The context is so important here.
Yeah. There was none. It is a delicious hot sauce, though. If you guys are looking for
Dirty
that,
dicks.
if you're in the
It's
market,
delicious.
check it out. Google dirty dicks. Just make sure to put hot sauce on it. Otherwise, you might not like what you find.
Yeah, don't buy used.
and I wouldn't just Google dirty dicks.
Like I said, make sure to put hot sauce on there.
I don't know. You might want to make sure it's in the right order, too.
So confused.
Dirty dicks hot sauce.
Is this where we need Rissa?
Hot
dirty
sauce
dick
on this is Hoppin' Frogs Frog Hollow Double Pumpkin Ale. Ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice, and clove. It is 8.4%.
Because it's Hoppin' Frog, they don't do any of that pussy shit.
Yeah, they always come out swinging, that's for damn sure.
But it's probably...
On a side note, alright, so John and I, when we were on Turf's Up not too long ago together, we had this, I feel, very graying standpoint kind of against pumpkin flavoring in beer. Tyler, I thought you said you're not a really big fan of it yourself.
Hell no.
Who bought this?
I did. It's Hoppin' Frog.
All right, fair enough.
Who do you think bought it?
I mean, I'm not arguing against Hoppin' Frog, but I'm like, considering that 3 out of 3 of us aren't big pumpkin beer fans.
There's
Hoppin' Frog 8%, and you don't know what to justify.
There's a couple of breweries that if they're going to put something on there, I'm probably going to buy it, and Hoppin' Frog is one.
Dricker.
Ooh, speaking of sauces, pet name of the week.
Oh shit.
All right, we gotta get to the main cam. We'll come back to Hoppin' Frog.
Liz, I thought we had an agreement here, and I even said your name right.
Liz wants to say hello to her spicy little Cajun crawdaddy.
Yes.
With like 4 A's.
Yes, spicy little Cajun crawdad.
E.
Yeah, it's Daddy, not
Yeah.
Dad. Dad just sounds weird.
That got even weirder.
Yeah.
Way to go, John.
Call
Not
Dad.
for me.
And Brett says, don't Google hot sauce dirty dicks. Oh, hot sauce on dirty dicks. Sorry.
Brett probably just did that.
Oh, also, Hotbox Pizza. Good pizza place.
Funny name.
It's not hotbox.com, though.
No.
It's not hotbox.com.
No, I made that mistake once.
I did too.
What was that website, John or Tyler?
It wasn't a mistake, but it wasn't what I was looking for.
It wasn't bad,
No.
but it wasn't,
It's about hot boxes.
It wasn't pizza, but you weren't sad that you wound up there?
But it definitely wasn't pizza.
I couldn't place the order online.
This might be a night of short pours, boys.
Couldn't place the order online. Oh, shit.
While Tyler's gathering himself. How about this pumpkin beer?
That's shit.
Oh, that was a... Right as soon as I switched to cam, John did like the dog that just had peanut butter in his mouth. Like...
Yeah.
That's what I do every time I
Damn
drink pumpkin.
spices. Allspice, clove.
I'm really happy I'm not drinking much tonight thanks to on this beer.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm really sad that you aren't.
I was gonna do it a little more evenly, but then I saw 8.4%, so I had to.
To that effect, I will say though, for the fact that it's 8-point-something%, this doesn't drink like that. And if you like pumpkin beers and you want something that's stronger, this would probably be up your alley.
I will admit, I steer away from pumpkin on this show just because we all three dislike it so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be objective.
Yeah, I am too.
But it's really hard to be objective when you hate the fucking style.
The beer itself is crafted well. I mean, I don't have any issues with
Yeah, I don't think
the
anything
beer
that's
itself.
bad. It's not like overpoweringly pumpkin spice, like where we've had some where you're like, oh, and you gotta like brush your tongue off to get it out of your mouth. Like,
I feel that way.
it's a lot tamer than some other ones I felt we've had.
It's definitely tamer than other shit. It's tamer than the one we had during the online beer fest.
Yeah.
And higher ABV. I mean, it's 8.4. If you like that basic bitch pumpkin stuff, then this will get you real drunk while enjoying yourself.
For what it is, it's pretty well crafted and well done and high ABV.
Not over the top.
It's just not our thing.
Well crafted, clean.
Yeah.
Does not drink like 8.4%.
No.
Lots of clove and allspice, I believe.
Lots of allspice.
Yeah.
Matt, your first score.
On the merit of, alright, the scoring system, 3 is perfectly average. I would say this is above average for what I would rate a pumpkin beer, especially considering the ABV. If you were to like it, you'd probably give a higher score. I'm going to go 3 1/4, just because I think it deserves probably better than what I'm giving it, frankly, but that's all the better I can go.
Yeah.
But I think it's a kind of fair middle ground.
No, that's where I was going to wind up too. Like, if the beer wasn't as well crafted, I mean, this is a 2 or lower for me, but I'm going 3 1/4. It's done well. It's Hoppin' Frog.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I don't like it,
but that's what I just don't like it enough to be.
I don't like
it.
But objectively, I think it's clean. It's high ABV. If you like the pumpkin, if you like that pumpkin spice and allspice flavor in your beer, you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to get drunk enjoying it. So I'm going to give it a 3.5. So it gives us a 3.25 overall.
Honestly, I think 3.5 is fair. It probably deserves it. I just can't do it.
Why do I keep wishing that somebody would do the pumpkin with some
pumpkin.
whipped cream in it? Put a little lactose, just something in there to soften it up.
It would still suck.
Well, the little basic. What was that one meme? The basic memes. That one kind of had like that because it was the
memes and screams or
whatever. It was like the meme cake pumpkin, and like it had the spice in there. And it kind of had that whippy, lactose-y, vanilla-y thing balance. Which I thought that was pretty good. Again, considering it was pumpkin, but it still wasn't a big fan because it was pumpkin.
Right,
but it was well
done.
done.
It helps balance that spice.
It did.
Guys, I suggest checking out Turfs Up Radio. They're one of our sponsors they are our sponsor for the Two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews. They're our host for our podcast. And make sure you check them out, especially our friend Russell. He's the one that set us up with Turfs Up. We've known him since day one as Two Bearded Guys.
Yeah.
We met him. He accidentally turned us on one day.
I think he just says that.
He didn't follow either one of us at the time.
Nope.
We started Two Bearded Guys. He went down the Instagram rabbit hole, found us, and watched the very first episode, and has watched all of them since, at least in pieces.
Yep.
He's a great dude. He does the Nightcap Hecubus show from 8 to 10 Eastern on Turfs Up Radio, which you can find at turfsupradio.com or through their app. And their app's amazing because if you're going to listen to a radio station, it's the easiest thing in the world. You literally open the app and click the button, and it just plays.
Give his Instagrams or Facebooks a follow because he makes some amazing marketing videos. He's just hilarious. It's so ridiculous, and I love it.
So make sure you follow him. Follow Turfs Up Radio. Try to listen to his show Monday through Fridays from 8 to 10 Eastern. I prefer you wait till 9 on Mondays to watch him, just because we're on
Personal reasons.
Shameless. Thursday, you're going to hear the dulcet tones of John every Thursday from 8:15-ish to 9-ish, sometimes a little shorter. And then
I'm so surprised that Tyler threw out dulcet.
Myself or Matt will hop on every once in a while. It's supposed to be both of us, but radio and I aren't that friendly. I'm not a huge fan, so
I struggle with it.
It's weird for me. And I don't know why, because this really isn't much different, but I at least have somebody else in the room.
See somebody.
I can react off of you guys.
Which is even more strange because your brother said the exact same thing.
About what?
Like radio, how you can't see anybody to play off of.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are related.
It bugs me a little bit. So I hop on when I can, but if I have an excuse, I
use it.
And if you get a chance, check out what I've been posting. You can find them. Russell and I will co-anchor Beer Life Sports, and they're just these ridiculous sports events featuring personalities from the Two Bearded Guys universe. Because we have the TBG universe.
Because we have our own universe!
TBGU.
We are the MCU.
Yeah, next up, it's going to be the Marvel Universe crossover. We're in talks.
Jennifer, Backyard Beer Chick, BYBC, made an appearance recently. Bob made an appearance. Of course, Off-Screen Matt, Tyler.
Nobody will ever take my record.
Yeah.
Taking down a single keg in one sitting.
One standing.
One keg standing. Also, and I am stalling just a little bit because with only 3 of us, we are going to move pretty quick tonight. So I'm stalling just a hair. And while I do that, I want to give a shout out to our most recent sponsor, Indie Craft Brew. He continues to keep my fridge, Matt's fridge, and John's fridge, as well as the show with some beer in it.
The show has a fridge too.
John's.
Definitely has a fridge.
It's upstairs in John's garage. It is
and behind me and
full.
here. And
it's full.
But he's helping us out. We're able to get some stuff that's a little more difficult to get.
Yeah.
Also, check out Books and Brews Muncie Bottle Shop / Indie Craft Brew Bottle Shop, whatever it's being called right now. They have some very hard to find beer in the state of Indiana. A lot of places that don't distribute outside their brewery, you can find there. You can find 450 North. You can find Hop Lore. You can find Windmill, who distributes, but not on a large scale yet. A lot of these breweries that are hard to find, Books and Brews Muncie / Indie Craft Brew Bottle Shop, is a great place to get it. We actually have 3 beers today that was either given to us by Mike or purchased there.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to keep trying today.
Yeah, and oftentimes now they're only open a couple days a week, but at the same
Friday,
time,
Saturday.
they're bringing in some good food trucks. Like I am so jealous. I want that lobster.
Jay's Lobster Truck.
I heard they have some good food over there.
Jay's Lobster Truck is also in Indy often.
Okay.
So if you ever see an event that says food truck Jay's Lobster Truck, oh dear God, go eat the food.
Is it like it's a lobster roll? So I'm assuming it's like $25.
So 16 for the lobster roll.
Right, good.
18 for the lobster mac and cheese or lobster grilled cheese, which Mike's had twice and says it's stupid good. The clam chowder's fantastic.
Thank you, having a lobster grilled cheese.
He also
lobster rolls sounded good.
They also have crab rolls. He does shrimp rolls. He does. There's some other. It's all seafood, obviously.
Good.
And it's fantastic.
Glad I ate wings already because I would be hungry right now. I mean, I'm salivating.
I had the spicy lobster roll that had some jardinere on it. Oh. Thank you.
Jeffers throwing out Googman gets Jay's. So,
Yes, they do.
Googman House, kind of downtown-ish, Indy.
Googman's very smart. They don't have a kitchen, so they always bring in.
Yeah. Now I wonder what they're gonna do because they've got this big building that's being constructed now. So
is that what's going on? Like when I was there,
yeah.
Is that them building behind them? That's actually them.
Yeah, that's them. That's been in the works since the beginning of them opening their brewery. It's just they were starting with the house first.
God, I just assumed that's something completely separate when I was there. I didn't even realize that was like them expanding.
So Googman House we've had a few times on the show and definitely respected in the area. So. And lots of good food trucks.
Yeah, definitely just a neat little place to go check out. Like it's a neat spot.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm not like necessarily saying, "Hey,
no,
it's the best beer in Indy."
It's
but
a really cool
place.
location.
Yeah. Is that like location-wise? Is that pretty close to the 18th Street we got downtown too?
No,
or is that way far off?
Goodman House is in the more Speedway area.
Okay.
So more on that side of town.
What?
Yeah.
But
it's closer to downtown.
I hope you like it.
But it's on that side of town.
I hope you like it chunky. Right. There's some floaties in.
Wait, we graduated from thick to chunky.
So we have New Holland's Hazy River, New England style IPA. John picked this up while he was in Michigan from the brewery. If you haven't been up to Holland, Michigan, and checked out New Holland, I suggest it.
If you're going on a weekend, make a reservation. Otherwise, you're not going to sit down and eat.
I also, especially right now, because they're not at full capacity yet. At least they're not supposed to be.
They're not.
Check out. Basically, I suggest a Michigan beer trip, anyways. Holland, Michigan, Kalamazoo, Michigan, and Grand Rapids are 3 of my favorite places to drink. Grand Rapids has some of the best breweries. Holland, Michigan has some great breweries. Kalamazoo has great breweries. Yeah. And then in between them is some gyms as well. So, like, if you're driving to a different town.
Did you say gyms?
You did.
Not a gym.
Like
a gym?
Gyms.
Gyms.
Gems?
Like, hey, here's my Uncle Jim. Like, not a gem, like a hidden gem.
A gem?
No, it's a hidden gym.
See, I feel like that's how he said.
Where are you going to work out and play basketball at?
No. I get what he's doing. I'm just not going to change how I said it. But, yeah, check him out.
Smells good.
Fuck you. No.
Wrong way.
Guys don't get to see this one.
Where? There we go.
Guys don't get to see this one. Matt's being an ass.
It smells good.
It does smell really good.
And it's definitely hazy. I mean, you can't see through that.
Got a little dankness on the nose.
Oh, I do have some
Told you.
Floaters.
bits. They're not. They're sinkers.
Yep, there are bits on the bottom.
They are sinkers.
Yeah.
When I poured both of yours, like that last pour on each, I literally watched them hit and sink, and that's when I went, ooh, hope you like it chunky.
Oh. And I'm the dick. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's clean. It's not bitter at all.
Continue talking, because I've so far disagreed with everything you said.
Well, maybe you didn't get. Maybe you need some chunks.
Yeah.
It's the little flavor crystals. It's like
it's lacking flavor a little
onion
bit.
chips on White Castle.
It's like it wanted to be juicy and it's not.
Yeah, you need some of the flavor bits.
Dank on the nose, which makes me happy, but not in the flavor. I mean, it's definitely more flavorful than Taco Cat. It's not water, but.
You know, just kind of little John Denver, like instead of sunshine makes me happy, like dank nose makes me happy. I don't know, like, it's going back to the conversation we had multiple times. I hate repeating, but this is one of those. It's like it's not that fruit juicy juice, but it is like hop juicy. Like it's got a refreshing liquidness to it, but it's not like it's not tangerine. It's not citrusy. It's just the hazy, like without any of that fruit stuff.
To me, this is
a
a
little dry on the tongue.
larger scale core type of solid hazy IPA for the masses.
It's a little drying on the tongue.
Yeah. It's a solid hazy IPA for the masses. It's
mass appeal hazy.
Yep.
Well, if it's mass appeal, they forgot the mass because I got all the mass, and I don't
See
like
what you
it.
did there.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, I get it. I get jokes.
You know, if you just hit the button instead of saying "I see what you did there" and then hitting the button.
Well, no, because I'm trying to deprogram myself from saying, "Oh, I see what you did there," and I get used to hitting the button. Because the button thing is pretty new. We've been doing this for a little while, almost a year. Some would say.
We're getting close. We're getting close. It'll be a year in January.
And Brett says, "Hopefully, hidden gems aren't under the bar." I'm going to assume he meant the table here.
Oh, hey.
You wouldn't
Actually,
be able to see it.
if we had hidden gems, then I would hopefully wouldn't have to keep being dish bitch.
No, you would.
Like, here you go, little buddy.
Buddy.
I mean, if he's hiding under the table, he's clearly a vertically challenged fellow.
We've gone there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the most politically correct way you can say it, right? Highly impaired.
Well, it's not the worst thing I've heard on this show.
Little person? Is that better?
I don't know.
I feel little person's too
I don't
broad.
really want to say anything.
I mean, because like technically, like Kylie could be a little. Oh, look at her, she's a little person because she is a little person.
He just won't stop.
I mean, vertically challenged?
You said we got time to
Stephanie's
kill this
vertically
episode. And you don't want to drink, so what else are we supposed to fill
Guys,
it with?
what do you guys call them? Let us know. Let's put up a poll.
Oh, I've got other things that I would say, but I went the correct. I went the nicer route here. Okay.
It's a first.
I'm going to go first on this one, right?
Yes, sir.
It is what it is. I think it's solid. I enjoy it. I would buy it again and I would drink again, but I'm not going to go search it out. I'll go 3 1/4.
I would not buy it. I definitely wouldn't search it out. I'm going to give it a 2. I think it's bland. I think if you're going to make a mass market one, at least have something in it that makes it, marketable. 2.
I would say, I mean, it's not that hyper flavorful one, but if some of the ones we've had haven't had that. I don't know if there's some kind of bifurcation of the hazies where it's that fruit juicy versus the not.
They use the cheapest hops they could get their hands on.
Bifurcation. Nice word.
Is that a $5 word?
That's a $5 word.
It might be a 6.
Well, at least a $2.50.
At least a $2.50.
But so there's this division on these flavors that we're getting. So I'd say for not the fruit juice, so this is really well done for what it is and being that big mass market appeal. I'm not searching it out. I wouldn't buy it, but I wouldn't be opposed to drinking it. Yeah, I'd say it's above average. I think 3 1/4. I think John's with it on that one. He might have a good tongue day today. Like,
yes.
You
And
would
that
know.
is 275. 275.
Good. My score was low enough. I kept it under 3. I'd have been pissed.
and now we're gonna wash out Tyler's chunks.
Greg Tresser, thank you for sharing my
Your meat.
my meat post on Facebook. That's good. He just straight up shared it.
Hey, thank you for sharing my...
Thank you for sharing my meat.
That's how you just should have said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while Matt's up, we have one more beer before break. It will be the Grapefruit IPA.
Okay.
Hey, I love how it says Grapefruit IPA, India Pale Ale. They do know what IPA stands for, right? They don't have to, say it twice.
Yeah. Probably not.
This is... it's from Florida. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Do they even know how to read? This
Not Kentucky.
This is the Ghost by Ghostfish Brewing Company. Oh no, it's not from Florida. I thought it was. It's from Seattle, Washington.
Wow, that almost couldn't be farther.
Right? That's like the...
Didn't you think this came to us from
I didn't say
Marissa?
that.
No, I said, but
No.
that's who I thought it came to us from.
No.
I don't know where the hell we got it then.
That's probably a Taver.
No.
I don't think we would have bought that on Taver.
5.5%
I don't
ABV. It was a 2015 Great American Beer Fest Bronze Award winner.
All right.
It is a gluten-free beer. Ingredients. This is fun. Sorghum, rice, candy syrup, organic tapioca maltodextrin,
Okay.
hops. I like how they just... Hops. And grapefruit peel and yeast.
Okay.
So this is gluten free, you said.
It's what they say.
So the sorghum. Just gluten-free.
Sorghum green is made of people. No one gets that, do they?
Oh, sorry.
Nope. I watch a lot of movies. I don't know that one.
We did establish that Matt only speaks of movies.
He does.
Yeah, I mean that was Soylent Green. You know, kind of took a spin on it there. The old classic sci-fi, Charlton Heston. No,
What movie? I wasn't listening.
Soylent Green.
Oh, nope, never seen it.
It's actually a really slow burn. I watched it because I felt like I needed to see it, and I didn't.
Brad, don't you dare tell him and back him up. Don't
No,
you
I mean I just like someone
Brett?
else to say that. Yeah, they saw it, but. Oh, Kyle Couch. Woo! Two bearded
Kyle!
guys.
What up, Kyle?
No, two guys with beards. Sorry.
That sounds like something Kyle would say.
Yes. He's getting the chance to watch again. Good for you, bud.
I kind of like the idea of like the name of this brewery though, and the logo's pretty alright.
Hey, thank you for getting your dad
I like
home.
the name, Ghostfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, thanks for getting Bob home. Tell him next time he has to clean up the driveway.
Yeah.
Not sure about that smell.
Yeah,
Carrie's
I
got
have
my back.
to-
And Russell.
Damn it.
Russell, stop
Go
it.
to your show.
Yeah.
Well, they just have, you know, they're versed. They're well-versed people that have seen films.
Oh, hey, Russ. Your beer today for the show, I sent it to you, but it's this one.
Wrong camera.
Are we on over here still?
Yep.
It's this one. The owner and brewer is named Stefan. He does pretty much everything for the business himself, so give him a little love for me, would you? Thank you.
I'm not completely sure about this. This isn't bad. But it also kind of makes me wonder, have we had other... We might have had one or two that were gluten-free. Was that something we did have?
We've had a couple that were
That's
actually pretty solid.
good, too.
Okay.
This one, not so much.
It's malty.
Is it just me or are we having a bland beer day?
First one was good.
Bland.
Slush Puppy was alright. I mean...
Well,
better
yeah.
than- it was better than good.
Yeah.
It was like log.
No, and like, even the double pumpkin at least had flavor.
Yeah.
And this has more than than the Taco Cat for sure. I mean, we did switch up our plan on what beers we were going to have today when we weren't having a guest. We usually try to save the ones we expect to be really damn good. Except for, like, the stouts, we pick those for us. But
You're welcome, guest, that week.
everybody else, like our other beers, we try to bring out based on, like, beers we want to share with people, stuff they might not be able to get easily. The Roar we wanted ourselves, but...
Today was just like, what else do we want to get?
Yeah, today we need to get rid of some of these in our fridge, so...
I mean, it's...
Wait, was this the Purge?
A little bit. Not all of it, but a little bit. Taco Cat and Ghostfish were absolutely purged.
I'm so confused.
Alright, Russell's saying, speaking of go to your show, Russell, he says he's got to bounce.
About damn time.
He will give Stefan a shout. Thank you for your hangout, sir. Thank you for your time.
Love you, bud.
Appreciate it. Much love.
Cheers, bro.
Peace and love. Peace and love. And Brett's asking, bland? Maybe it's just Tyler. No, sadly, this is not just Tyler.
I mean, it's bitter.
Little grassy.
It's
Not overly bitter.
No. Just...
I'll say I'm not a big grapefruit fan. This tastes very grapefruity.
See, I'm not getting as much of the grapefruit.
Get a little grapefruit. So
I had a smaller pour, so that might have been part of it, but...
There's some maltiness to
More
it,
like the
but not the
aftertaste,
sweet
especially. You
maltiness.
got like grapefruit. Like, oh, I bet do a grapefruit an hour ago. It's still with me.
I'm definitely getting maltiness a little bit at the beginning, but not
give you
overly,
that,
not
too.
overly malty, not overly sweet.
Do you think the sorghum... I don't know if I've had a lot of sorghum in beers.
I don't...
Do you think it provides the same sort of spiciness as a rye?
I have no idea, but that would make sense.
Yeah. 'Cause I kind of get some of that.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
That
Ooh,
might
he
be
is
checked
having
out.
a good taste bud day. Nice job.
That's what we're going with Taste Bud Day.
Yeah, I'm not saying what
Tongue
you
day.
said.
My tongue is good.
Two of us are on board with it, Tyler. You just got to go ahead and cave.
No.
Hashtag Good Tongue Day.
I also don't say the goddamn bullshit he says for viscous.
Is hashtag good
this is
tongue
not
day going to be
viscous.
another T-shirt, John?
I'm making that. Hashtag good tongue day.
I might buy that shirt.
I know at least one person who will.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely need to buy the baseball tee. I've been meaning to do that. I just keep forgetting, and then like if I get 2 shirts, I'm like, okay, now I
Yeah, now
definitely
you have to. Save
definitely
on
need to pony up. Still waiting on the OFM hat. You know, I might get one of those one day.
If I could draw, it'd be there already.
The what?
If I could draw the OSM hat.
Oh, yeah.
I could just do an OSM and not have a silhouette, I guess.
I'll
If anyone can draw, I need
have
I need
Grace
someone
do
who
it.
can draw.
I'll have Grace do it. It's fine. It'll at least be consistent with our logos then. But anyway, not business on TV.
You
Yeah,
said you wanted to kill time.
it's a little grassy,
Yeah.
but not a lot. A little sweet, but not a lot. Little spice, but not a lot.
It's kind of improperly balanced. That you know, something we've gone to a few times. I feel like it's just kind of You get this at this point, you get this at that point. Like none of it really like meshes well. None of it's bad. None of it's over. It's just you kind of this roller coaster ride of different flavors.
Yes, man.
It is me first this time. I'm gonna give it a 2.25.
Okay.
Neither IPA today have been off the charts, so I'm gonna go 2.25 on this one. Matt,
I'm probably gonna go like a more of a 2 range, because it's not my style. It's flavor's weird to me. Like it's just not doing much for me. It's not terrible, but I definitely wouldn't prefer to drink it.
I bet if you like an old school IPA, you
I
might
like an
enjoy
old
this
school
a little more,
IPA.
but-
I don't like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll go 2 1/4.
So what'd you say, Matt? 2?
2.
So it's
2
2.5.
And Brett says, "Good tongue day on a mask." I can see John's
the mask
wheel
part.
spinning and the hamster got in
Yeah.
Oh, good tongue day
on the mask.
on a mask
Yeah,
that you're
like-
wearing.
Oh,
So like
gotcha.
that would be the logo on a mask. That would be funny
Tyler
as
said
hell.
no mask, so
That would be funny as hell though.
Might have warmed down.
Maybe I'll let you do that one. That just because that's funny as shit.
alright.
It's not our logo. It's just good tongue.
Good tongue
day.
day.
Hashtag good tongue.
And I
Day.
need an image of a tongue. I'll just use a stock photo image.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Hashtag, and it has to be hashtag good tongue day.
Oh yeah, I will.
All right.
Good job, Brett.
We're gonna have a mask now.
Just
An
find,
image.
You gotta find that
Or
good
a
tongue
photo.
for good
I
tongue
want an
day.
image.
Oh, it has to be
It's
an
a-
image, not
yeah.
a. That's funny as hell. Anyway. God
What-
damn it.
Can you make a
we
list
did-
for me to do tomorrow?
I'm sober and I'm agreeing to shit. This is weird. Normally I tell John no when I'm sober.
Yeah.
Really? Nobody said phrasing or anything on that one?
Fair.
I see what you did there.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I get it. I get jokes.
Guys, that is going to be the end of hour number 1. We come back. We have 3 of
Thank
what
God.
I'm hoping are fantastic beers coming
need
up. Even if they're not great, I guarantee they'll be flavorful.
They're going to be better than what we just had.
Thank you guys for listening. As always, follow all our socials. I'm TBG_ops guy.
My dog, being cute, or spicy little.
No. And the guy that's
Asian
currently
guy.
washing our dishes,
Off screen has already been an hour. Shit.
his new name, off screen, has it already been an hour? Shit.
Can I put that on the shirt?
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Love you guys. Hey, welcome back to the Two Bearded Guys. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
The dog being killed.
Behind the camera.
Oscar in hour 2.
And it's time to drink more beer. He actually was kind of on that too. He figured it out.
I don't know. I was actually itching myself, but no. I think it's my shoulder. Just no one knows that because you can't see it.
Hand check.
It doesn't matter. Still, it doesn't matter. But yeah.
So, real quick story time. So at the beginning of the show, I said that Carrie was the hero of my dream. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys a little, sort of what the dream was. I'll probably tell you all of it, honestly.
Are you going to omit all the
That's a long
embarrassing
story.
things?
No, it'll be quick. It'll be quick.
Just like the dream?
Yeah. No. So,
LDR.
so I never remember my dreams. I have a weird dream. Great, fine, whatever. I am drunk, skateboarding, never skateboarded in my life, do an ollie through an open window, land on a couch, I'm talking to my brother. I don't know why my brother's in this random house, talking to him. It ends up being the random family friend's
I'm
house.
just impressed to know what Ollie is.
I used to watch skateboarding, I just couldn't do it. I owned one, couldn't do it. But we start drinking more, whatever. Next thing I know, I black out drunk, wake up at our friend Carrie's house, who I've never been to, they have.
Yo.
And so in my head, I'm just imagining evidently what this place looks like, and I wake up on a couch in his basement just surrounded by whiskey, because I know he likes whiskey. So that's where my brain
Indeed.
went. And so
Can't
Accurate
confirm.
description.
I look at him and I go, what the hell happened and how did I get here? He goes, dude, do you not know? And I'm like, no. And he goes, here's your phone. You should look at like who all you messaged last night. And I'm like, that's terrifying. My phone is just shattered to hell, but I can still sort of read it. And I messaged like all these people I haven't talked to since like middle school and high school. And then like Carrie and a couple other people I just met, basically saying, hey, come save me in this like intersection of Rorton, Indiana in the middle of nowhere. And Carrie, of course, being the good guy that he is, him and Bunny come and pick me up. And he tells me what happened from there. And he's like, man, you like brought a knife to a gunfight. And I'm like, what? He goes, dude, you were drunk and like shouting at like your ex's house or whatever. And the boyfriend comes out with a gun and is like threatening to shoot you. And you whipped out a knife like you were a badass. It was just like, well, what you gonna do now? He goes, and then I show up and you're just passed out in the middle of the driveway. I pick you up and brought you here. And I'm like, I don't ever remember my dreams. And somehow I end up in a dream being in a place I've never been with someone I've never been to's house. I get drunk with people I haven't seen since my brother was in high school, really. Like,
And you're skateboarding doing Ollie's through windows.
I'm such a good skateboarder. I can ollie without hitting anything through a window, land it, and sit on a couch. It was the weirdest dream of all time. But thank you, Carrie, for keeping me from getting shot.
That's an impressive dream.
Dude, it was funky.
Yeah, that sounds
Evidently
like it.
something I drank Saturday night gave me some weird dreams.
Evidently.
But anyway, yeah, go ahead, Matt.
I was going to say a couple things real quick since, we got a little time that we're killing, trying to pace out because Tyler's being a bitch. Has an interview tomorrow. Speaking of drinking, if you want to get some good liquid refreshment back in your body, who you should get a hold of? Ugly Pete's Water. Water Performance Technology LLC. He's our homie, our guy, Pete. He's currently 5 Pete. He's the Steve Martin of this show. He just keeps coming back. He thinks he's part of the cast. He's not quite yet officially. But if you have any questions, especially if you're in the brewery world, he's pretty good at hooking people up on that with your filtration, get
Make
your
sure
water
you have
dialed in.
good water.
Yeah, he's like the Hank Hill of water. Sells you water accessories. And we also got Chris Knight just popped on. Says, cheers, fellas.
What up, Chris?
Friday.
I will see you Friday. John's going to try to make it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
But I will definitely see you Friday. I'm excited. Windmill. Chris works for Windmill. He's their beer rep. One of the best beer reps I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. He's just a good dude. They're doing a tap takeover at Books and Brews Muncie Bottle Shop. And so he's going to be there. He's going to hang out because that's what Chris does because he's a badass. And we're going to have some brews, talk beer, and have a good time. So come join us.
It's I love the craft beer industry. There are definitely some assholes and douches in the industry, but it's like
Guilty.
yeah, the vast majority of them are really cool dudes that I just love. I love the industry. So, and Chris is a good example of that. Awesome dude.
Absolutely. But come talk beer and try some fantastic beer because Windmill is stupid good.
Good job.
Can I invite myself to that?
Absolutely. I told you Saturday about it.
One time you said, well, I'm going to be there, John might be there, and then you're like, fuck.
Well,
fuck
you
that.
didn't commit. He at least gave me an answer.
I mean, I was just waiting to see.
Gotta go to Muncie again, but
Muncie.
The only thing I went back is if I can maybe pick up my guitar Friday night, but I guess I can push that to Saturday. So,
yeah, that's a good drink.
Yeah.
That's a good drink. All right.
We'll never drink anymore, guys.
Never.
Since the show, my weekend drinking has definitely declined.
Same.
Because I was like,
story.
I just look more forward to drinking on Monday than I do on Saturday now. How fucked up is that my life's become like, what? I'm a happy Monday drinker. That's not the sign of a problem, is it?
We went and saw our buddy Tommy Icarus at a winery on Saturday, and this winery has a great beer selection.
Good ambulance, yeah.
Yeah, 2 Toms and some Sun King and some other great breweries. And we just got like wine slushies.
Well, if you're in a winery and like as soon as I walked in, the lady there, I don't know what you would call the server at a winery. I don't know their official name.
Server, waitress.
Okay, well, I don't know. She might have been higher ranking. I don't want to undermine anyone's level of sommelier.
This is Belgian Horse Winery.
Yeah,
in Middletown.
Really neat place inside too. It looks like a big pole barn on the outside. You walk in, it's like, oh, this is like, rustic country meets Italy, and they kind of had a baby, and that's the way the interior is decorated. See, I was trying to
vigorously.
Is there any other way?
Multiple positions.
Every corner of this room. We should have got a bigger room. But
Chris, go to Belgian Horse Winery. They'll buy your beer, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it was a cool place. They had a really large tap list of beers, surprisingly for a winery. And then as soon as we walk in, I hear them say, "Oh yeah, wine slushy." I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna get one of those." And they actually had a few of them to pick from. They had like 5 flavors of wine slushy. And
I will say this. If I'm at a brewery or a winery or anything, I drink so much beer anymore because of the show and everything else.
That's exactly what John said.
I legitimately, like when I go to Books and Brews Noblesville, I almost never get a beer.
We went there Friday, and I had wine slushies.
I get a wine slushie, or now they also have a mulled wine, and I'll get the mulled wine there too. Like if I'm somewhere that has other options right now, and they're like funky fun, like I'm not just going to order a wine at a brewery, but wine slushies, mulled wine, something fun. Like, I'm unless it's a brewery I've never been to, then of course I'm drinking beer.
Yeah, if I'm going to a brewery for the brewery,
but if I'm there for other reasons or just to pop in or it's a place I go all the time, I'm drinking the random shit anymore.
Yeah, and I had a peach wine slushy, and I gotta say that shit
it was
good. Like the
the
only problem was like within the first 5 seconds of having it, I didn't pace myself very well, and I got a brain freeze for like the first half hour because I just couldn't really not. But once it kind of started to melt a little bit, then it was much better.
And shout out to the dude there who's making some of the wine. He's not the head winemaker, but he's maybe an owner or something. I don't remember. But he shared some special stuff with us. So some upcoming wine, pineapple habanero. So it was tasty.
Some special stuff.
Yeah.
Was it Michael's secret stuff?
It was.
It was also a cool place too because they have like an outdoor little amphitheater thing there. So they do have musical venues. Musical people come through. That's us going there seeing our friend Tommy Icarus, who has been on the show. If you want to go back and maybe check him out a little.
Been on
twice. And made our song.
Twice. This is so... No, he sounds very much different live than the beer.
Yeah,
but
that was a special request.
He's got a wide breadth of what he can do. But no, it's just neat to be like, oh, well, if you want to come have a wine, hang out in a nice scenic place and listen to some live music, like... They kind of get a little bit of everything. And they got cheese pizza, so...
They do have cheese pizza.
It's not amazing substance, but it's substance in case you need it.
Yeah, it's...
I was a little bummed. I saw a popcorn maker, but no popcorn. Wah, wah.
Oh, my. You actually had that button.
Ooh.
Something similar.
It was a nice little cascade.
Yeah, I just need to get the layout down a little bit better.
I'm excited for this one.
This is one I am excited for, but this is one, like, with it being that bigger market kind of thing, too, I'm like, it might not be as... But Founders usually does pretty good.
So, speaking of which, we're drinking Founders highly acclaimed KBS Maple Mackinac Fudge. Imperial Stout with Mackinac Fudge coffee, maple syrup, and chocolate aged in oak bourbon barrels.
Oh, that smells great, boys.
It does.
Oh.
Released in 2020. It's a brand new bottle.
And
it's 11%. And smells fantastic.
Yeah, which KBS typically is pretty solid on
I feel like
standard,
I could just sit here and do this.
I know.
I'm still really sad I gave away that aged KBS bottle I had for that one giveaway we had. Our very first giveaway we ever did.
Give that away.
I was being nice.
Did you play Red Hot Chili Peppers while you're doing it?
Give it away. Give it away now.
See, I thought that one might go over, you know, so I'm glad that you got that one. Thanks, Tyler.
Why wouldn't I know that one?
I don't know, because you're a youngling.
We did establish this.
Oh, David's on. What's up, David? He says, that sounds like heaven.
Slivka?
Yeah. Yes.
What up?
It is. This guy's really... David, you're popping up a whole lot. Like, see, this show is not that aggressive or crazy.
He's popping up a lot.
Crazy.
So I've been told.
Matt don't know.
I'm not in the know. Let the record show. I can't stop smelling it. I don't.
It smells. I just keep my nose in it all night.
Well, you've been having a good tongue day. Hashtag good tongue day.
Hashtag good tongue day.
Whew. Okay, y'all.
Was that because of the beer?
I don't know if we're allowed to do shows just three of us anymore. It's been a while since we've done a show just the three of us, and it's
So much fun.
A, it's hilarious and fun, but B, I think there's a reason we have a guest. Unless it's Bob, and then it just gets worse.
Someone to tame us down and balance us out.
Unless it's Bob.
And yeah.
Or Grace.
Or Pete.
Definitely or Pete. 5 Pete.
5 Pete.
A.K.A. the Steve Martin of the Bearded Guys.
Jennifer says she still has that KBS if you want it back.
I forgot it was her.
That's right.
That was magical. That is 2 points, BYBC.
Oh, God, that's funny.
BYKBS.
No,
Yes?
it's BBC.
You gotta bring your own KBS.
Oh, bring your own BC. Oh, I mean Backyard Beer Chick. My bad.
It's fudgy.
It's
definitely
amazing people
fudgy.
still like us. This is why we have guests, is likability. Otherwise, we're just dicks.
Not wrong.
Hey, we've never
we
had
didn't make the show. The rotating guests is what's kept people coming back. We're asses.
We've never had anyone say they didn't want to come back. We never had somebody leave and be like, fuck these guys.
That's also true. But we do give them beer.
It does help. We get them liquored up.
People are more willing
My
to put up
favorite-
with things when they're drinking and getting free shit for free.
My favorite still is Cecil. He like
Cecil
planned.
Magic.
He's like, I'm going to say that I got to go early. I got another thing. And then he
And
kept
then he
stalling
stayed late.
and stalling and stalling.
That was pretty fantastic. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
You could tell he was setting up a way to get out early and then
He didn't know what to
stayed for the
expect.
entire time.
Well, you couldn't figure out how to, switch the card around to get out early, so
A magician.
not my best.
No. That's pretty good, though.
I took everything I had, like the last thing that we had a post of him on the page, like, come see our, Cecil Magic of our, the magician we had at our show. I was like, you mean cheater?
You should have. You should have.
But I didn't want to undermine his work.
And I need to double check. Maybe that's one thing we'll check. But it's limited seating, and I don't know if they have any seats left. So we got.
I haven't looked, so.
Because I actually do want to go.
Yeah, beer.
That's the thing.
This is tasty. It's fudgy. Very fudgy.
Very fudgy.
I'm not getting as much of the barrel as I would like,
Right.
but it's there.
I would say it's good, and I'm getting all the flavors, but I'm not getting as much of the flavors as I was expecting.
A little more barrel. For the most part, all I'm getting is the fudge.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
getting
a
that
ton
much
of
fudge,
not a ton
honestly.
of coffee.
Can I see the bottle? You say coffee or toffee?
Coffee.
It says maple. It does say Mackinac fudge coffee.
Dude, don't fuck with me.
So wait, it's Mackinac fudge. That's a very specific thing.
It is.
So all three of those are not separate items; they're one thing compiled. There's no commas.
It's probably a company
No
name,
comments.
I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
But I get the chocolatey. I like it.
There's a bit. I keep thinking, and maybe it's because it's fudge. It's got that in my head, but a slight bit of walnut in there.
I'm not getting that, but
You take your walnuts out of my mouth, John. I don't get that
Right
at
back
all.
in.
yeah, I don't get that at all. But
Like I said, it could have just tricked me because
That
when I think of fudge, I think of
it's that chocolate is what I'm getting. Not getting as much coffee as I'd like, not as getting as much bourbon as I'd like,
maple syrup.
but
I
it's
think it's
tasty.
more the maple on the finish. for
Yeah.
me. Like it's not a strong maple, but it's a maple finish, and like on this nose, I'm getting a lot of coffee. But I'm
I'm
not getting as much
happier-
coffee on the drink.
I'm happier with it than I expected.
It's not overly thick. It's not a heavy body.
Because I told John, no, but it has a nice viscosity because I have legs still on the glass.
It's pronounced viscosity.
It's not.
Right, John?
No, it is announced viscosity, but it is viscous.
I hate you both.
We gotta market ourselves somehow, damn it. Get on board, Tyler.
Yeah, it's how we say it up north.
Hashtag up north.
Up north.
Um,
That one kind of died.
I was not looking forward to this necessarily. I even told you like don't look for it. If you run across it, fine. But
Yeah.
I'm glad we bought it.
Then we ran across it in Yorktown, Indiana.
I probably paid a pretty penny for it in Yorktown, but whatever.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, going off the math.
When you,
Yeah, I
when you
was
told
like-
me what your final bill was, and I
That
know what a
doesn't-
case of
that
Keystone
doesn't sound
costs.
Right, yeah.
What was the ABV on this again?
11.
Pretty meritable there, yeah.
It's smooth for 11.
Yeah, I'm drinking it, I wouldn't guess 11, but knowing it's KBS, I would have expected something in that, if not double digit close to.
They make a fantastic, like, hot cocoa.
Oh yeah, it would.
Or you just drink it and you get warm.
Yeah.
It's good.
Matt, you're first.
Oh,
He's
shit.
I love every time he has to go first.
It catch me off guard. I don't know. It's definitely not Seek It Out, so it's not a 4. It's definitely better than average, so it's above 3.
He's just gonna narrow it in. He's just,
I know. I'm not used to doing that. I don't do this every week, man. I don't get this.
It's like walking when you're setting new sights on a gun and you're walking it in.
Right.
Take a shot. Take a shot. Take a shot.
Yeah,
All right,
too
adjust.
long,
Take a shot. Take a
too
shot. Take a
short.
shot.
Well, you get 4 times a year to count. Like you gotta you get out of practice, man.
Walking it in. Walking it in.
I think a 3.5 is pretty fair on this because I'm
little left.
definitely searching out. It's not quite that almost search it out, but it's definitely better than average. So this is good. It's got a good ABV. It drinks well. It's got a good flavor. I just would have hoped for a little bit more robustness in the flavor, personally.
If it had that thicker body,
Dick.
then I'd probably go search it out. I'm not going to go search it out. I think the flavors are good. They did a great job with it. It's 11%. I'm going to go 3.75.
Sorry, guys. I'm not making faces at John and Matt. My head started hurting all of a sudden.
You usually it's because you're not drinking enough.
Probably.
Your brain and your
Yeah.
body are used to getting drunk at this
Do you
point.
want to
on
get this
Monday.
job, Tyler?
Huh?
You got to drink.
Yeah. Your body's gonna go through withdrawal.
Whoa. No.
Ask John about it. Caffeine's real. Like he tried to give it up.
Caffeine withdrawal sucks.
Not on purpose. I just gave up pop, and that's the only way I get caffeine. And
It's miserable, isn't it?
I didn't realize that. Oh wait, yeah, shit. That's the only way I get caffeine.
I'm gonna give it a little bit of a bump. I'm gonna go 3.75. Now it might be because it surprised me. I was expecting a base 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
KBS. I mean, the KBS on its own is
like I said, I was expecting a base 3. But it's smooth. I like the chocolate. I wish there was a little more coffee. If I had a little more coffee, I think it would bump it into a 4. But I'm gonna give it a 3.75. So that'll give you a 3.5 average.
Yep. No, it's 3.75 because that was 3.75.
Did you say 3.75? Sorry,
Yeah.
I wasn't paying that much attention.
So I think this is a fair question. Like David's throwing out the food pairing with this. This is one I can see doing a whole lot. Like I think a s'more and this would be like pretty damn good. Something with like a gooey vanilla, I think would be a good pairing.
If you're someone who likes to put cocoa in your chili,
ooh,
I think this would work.
I don't
well
put
with that.
cocoa, but I put dark chocolate sometimes.
Yeah, so if you do that, I think that would work. I don't do that personally, but
Chili, even without that, I think works. Honestly, I would put this in my chili because I put beer in my chili all the time.
Yeah,
that's
so-
an expensive beer chili.
So a lot of times, most of what I use ends up being expensive beer chili.
you just dump Guinness in there because it's close enough and it's cheap.
God no.
Oh yeah.
Usually I use something if I'm gonna use a beer like that's a little more expensive. I get something that's barrel aged. I get something with chocolate.
Yeah.
So this would be a fantastic beer for it. Now
Yeah.
Matt's not wrong. It is a
I
little
think
expensive, but I would probably drink half of it, put the other half in the chili.
right.
So not enough to even make a difference.
Oh, you'd be shocked.
I think that would
Yeah.
go well with that.
Because I also put bourbon in it a lot of times.
Okay, I mean, that's where you're gonna get some heat.
My chili's good.
I would
It's
like
not
to try
Pete's
that.
level, but it's good.
I'm trying to think of. I mean, Like, once again, I think stouts like that, especially with any cheesecake. Like, make a cheesecake with it. It's going to be freaking
Well,
delicious.
and if you're wanting it with a main course, anything chocolatey, anything rich like that,
I
pairs
think like
with
just
red
this
meat
with a
so
slice of
well.
like cheesecake would be really freaking good too. Like,
Well, giving that to Erin Donovan
Well,
and have her
parents.
make one of her
Yeah.
beer cheesecakes like she used to with Gloop and all that stuff.
I don't brine my ribs and pork, but I would maybe put this in a brine for some ribs or pork.
Now that's an expensive brine.
Yeah.
So you guys are going more like making food with beer, not pairing food with eating.
Well, with the red
Beer.
meat, I say it's paired with
okay. Like a nice steak.
nice big steak.
Oh yeah, that would go good.
Especially something rich like a prime rib, a fatty prime
Shrimp
rib.
and prime rib.
T-bone would still be good. Any red meat would be good, but I think something fatty like a prime rib.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, David's saying yes, so I think he appreciates
I like
the
the
answers.
answers.
I love food.
I do love food.
Has it
Also-
been David every week that's been asking us that lately?
He has a few times.
It's
I
a
think,
love
very
it.
good contribution. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, they're larger guys. They know their food. They know their beer.
We
So
do know our food.
it seems like a good place. Yeah, and I also learned over the weekend that never underestimate the strength of a fat guy because
Ain't that the truth?
they got to carry all that weight around.
Because
So
our bodies are
they're
strong.
They're sneaky strong.
I've literally never really met, until they get to the point where they can't get out of bed, but I've never met a larger dude that didn't have hidden muscle just from, I think, walking around.
Our body has to support
It's
a
like
lot
wearing
of
a
weight.
weighted vest at all times.
Yeah,
I got to work out walking to the fridge. Is what you're saying. Also, we got the good beer fella. He says, "Good evening, guys."
Hey, it's been a
I feel like
while.
it's been a hot minute.
It
since I've
has
seen his
been.
comments.
Hello,
What's
hello.
up, brother?
Side note: if you guys are watching and you are not commenting, I have no way of knowing that you guys are watching. If you would like to participate, definitely feel free. Speak up, say something, say hey at least.
Yeah,
Give
it's
you a
not
shout
like-
out, try to get you involved.
It's not like if you do a Facebook Live, just Facebook Live, where you have the scrolling like logins.
Right.
The way ours is set up, even on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, we won't know that you're here unless you say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
and
can sound off.
We love talking to you guys. We love shouting you out. Even if you just want to say hi, we'll say hi. If you want to ask questions or participate in any way,
Make
let
fun
us
of Tyler.
know.
That's the best way to
Yes,
get read.
please make fun of Tyler. That's the best way to get your comment read on air. So
Basically,
fun of
be
Tyler.
nice to Matt, be mean to John or I, especially me.
Just give me a pet name. we're
You'll be
good.
shouted out real quick.
Actually, I just appreciate sarcasm, wit, and if you can have either of those, bring them both. Like you're
Matt,
probably
if you'll
right.
go ahead and rinse these real quick.
Oh, we're getting ready to do the butt stuff.
Surprise!
Bye, guys. We're gonna drink butter stuff.
Oh, that's different.
Butter. It's brewed with Reese's peanut butter cups. It is a stout. It is a 14.1 percenter from Hop Lore Brewing Company out of Leesburg, Indiana. It's just northwest of Fort Wayne. Sorry, I had to see the map in my head to remember if it was east or west of Fort Wayne. Stefan is the owner and brewer. Great dude. He actually autographed the bottle just because I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, nice.
I was sitting next to him, and another guy at the bar asked him to autograph his, and I just started laughing and immediately slid mine over, and I'm fairly certain he rolled his eyes at me a little bit, but
I would have.
I got a chance to talk to Stefan for a while. It's the first time I'd ever met him. It was a lot of fun. He's a cool dude. Does a lot of funky things with beer.
Like the Comedina.
I have one in the fridge right now that's a blackberry cobbler sour that they did. That's tasty as shit.
Excited.
They just do a lot of fun stuff. They do a donut beer every year, and he was telling me about it. And so a lot of places that do donut beers don't put really that many donuts in a pretty big batch because it is a little bit of a pain in the ass and expensive. Like some places, he's like, yeah, some places are like, I have a 15-barrel system, and I put 15 dozen donuts in. And Stefan's just kind of like, cool. I have a 5-barrel system, and I put 30 dozen in.
So he gives like the good story, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty much what he does to him, I think. But he was telling me about it. He's like, yeah, we put something like, and I don't get me wrong, I think it's actually more than 30 dozen. It's something absurd in like a 5-gallon batch, or a 5-barrel batch. 5-gallon.
Homebrew.
5-barrel batch. And I started laughing, and they got in trouble one year because they had the actual company that they get the donuts from on the bottle, and they got a cease and desist.
Wasn't part of the.
So now they're still allowed to use it. The company doesn't care if they use them. They just can't
Say it.
say it.
That seems weird because it'd be like, oh, hey, I really like this donut flavored beer. Where can I get these donuts?
Well,
That's
the
almost
problem
like a
is
good
if you don't like it,
advertisement.
but it's also the reverse. If it turns out bad, or if for some reason, say, Hop Lore's owner did something stupid, look bad, anybody associated with him would look bad.
All right.
So,
Papa John syndrome.
yeah. So it's one of those where companies are very particular on what their logos are on.
Fair point.
Don't blame them, but
Yeah.
and it wasn't even on a bottle. They used it in like an advertisement. They had a box of the donuts next to the beer in a picture.
Oh.
That's how they got the cease and desist.
You can still use just cease and desist. You can still use it, just don't advertise it.
Yeah, that's pretty much
like
it.
that's like the cease and desist with an asterisk. It's like Barry Bonds. Like,
Oh no, that's pretty
weirdest.
much all cease and desist.
Oh really?
Cease and desists are
See,
hilarious.
I don't really get that at all.
It's all about the name and logo. They don't really care what you put in it.
Huh.
It's just don't say we were a part of you.
Yeah, they just don't want to be associated with whatever you're doing. I don't know.
So you're saying you put whatever you want to in the donut, just don't say where the donut came from.
Fair enough.
So beer.
Just making sure I'm reading between the donut lines here, right?
If you're ever in the Fort Wayne area, go to Leesburg, check out Hop Lore. Again, Stefan is cool as shit. Also up there, check out Two Toms. Great people. We got a chance. I got a chance to talk to both the husband and wife owner of Two Toms.
So you did. We were off having fun elsewhere, but you did spend some time speaking with them.
Yeah, they were cool. They were cool people. I'm hoping John and I are hoping to get up to Leesburg and Fort Wayne soon to do like a
That's a lot of beer.
little trip. If you need to pour some of his into yours, I
Yeah,
think
I
you
mean,
might
I'll
be.
take some if
I
you
think
don't
you
want
might be
it,
hot
sure.
lower. I'm not sure.
That's a lot of head.
The different glass sizes
I'm not
is
complaining.
the different glass sizes are a little bit of a pain when trying to figure out how much beer to put in.
I am willing to admit. So maybe a potential for a double plug here. So
So you say butt stuff and double plug are the only times people have heard you in the last 3 minutes.
it's only been 3 minutes. You've been on a talk train. So this butter stuff. Where did we acquire this, Tyler?
You can't. They're out of the bottles.
I'm sure it's hard to get now because it's a limited release.
They're
but
out of the bottles, and they might be out of the draft. So they had it on draft at Books and Brews Muncie Indie Craft Brew Bottle Shop. They had 20 bottles. They sold out while I was still there Friday night. Last Friday. Or no, it was this past Friday.
Yeah.
And they sold like half the 6-barrel of it while I was there too, and then they were open Saturday. So
you
I
have
have
half
no
the Friday
idea if
night
it's on
as well.
draft anymore.
Gotcha. Well, I was thinking about I've been multiple times like Cons Liquor here more in Indy, where it's like, oh hey, there's a limited release that like if you go on the right, if you know to check there, then you know where to go to find cool releases.
For
And
any-
I'm like, well,
yeah.
if this is where we got this in Muncie, like hey, maybe like if you're not aware, again, go keep an eye on this place. They get some cool shit.
North of Indy, if you're wanting cool limited releases, check out Books and Brews Muncie / Indie Craft Brew Bottle Shop. They have all the shit you can't get it hardly anywhere else. So, and Friday they're having a tap takeover by Windmill Brewing Company out of Dyer, Indiana. You'll actually get to meet the beer rep. And
Up
he's
north.
one of the most knowledgeable beer reps about a brewery I've ever met. Most of them just regurgitate their note cards, basically.
All around pretty decent guy too.
Chris can tell you pretty much everything that's going on. So,
Yeah.
and I do think he makes up a little bit, only because.
Well, I mean, every sales guy
No,
does.
no, it was great because we straight up that. Oh, like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna make a post about this. He's like, well, hold on to what I said about this, just in case I got my numbers wrong. And John and I started laughing because we've done that job ourselves
Yep.
too. And it's, oh yeah, you're always, if you don't have exact numbers, you make them up sometimes.
Pick 'em up.
Yeah.
And then I would say, secondly, the second half of my plugging that I was going to plug was gonna like, well, if you can't make it to cons in Indy, you can't go to the Indie Craft Brew / Muncie Bottle Shop / Books and Brews Muncie, whatever.
He made that more difficult than it is, but yeah, go ahead.
If you can't make any of those, hey, you can also check out Tabor, which is a place that we acquire a lot of our beverages. And there's this nifty little, once we get off of...
It's like.
It's
Go ahead and switch.
Well,
it's been
there
on
you
there.
go.
and
switch,
Woo! Yeah. Oh,
right there.
Point. Yeah. There's a code that starts with 666. That is off-screen Matt's
Why don't you go
code.
to practice that?
No.
So not only can you get $10 off of your order, but I'll like a boss by using a code that starts with 666. So yeah, feel free to take that, run with that, use that, and
Because alcohol's for the devil.
yes. I feel like we need run in with the devil. Where's that button?
I was thinking more of the Adam Sandler's mom in.
Oh.
Food loss for the devil.
Yeah.
And Waterboy.
And Waterboy. That'd be a great button right there.
We could probably watch that movie for a drunken review at some point.
That would be fun.
I'm in.
It's the medulla oblongata, mama.
Speaking of drunken movie reviews, make sure you check out wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, whatever. We are everywhere. It's Two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews. We're hosted by Turfs Up Radio's podcast system. Last week we did Coco. We have done Halloween, Scream. Scream never got posted.
Yet.
This week's actually is going to be Nightmare Before Christmas. It's posted on our Instagram. Nightmare Before Christmas. There's going to be a contentious argument, I believe.
I feel like there was like one time that I let that slip before like we actually recorded it. I got scolded.
That's because I've stopped doing teasers
like
because
the little
of you.
puppy, and then it happened once. I wrote it in 1 week.
I don't know if we're gonna have an argument, but
I think
you're
George
gonna
got
think
lazy.
you're gonna think people get into rabbit holes way too easily, and you're not wrong. So.
No, you definitely went down a rabbit hole because as soon as I read your text, I was like, "We're gonna have one of these conversations."
Yeah.
I'm like, John, I think I can appreciate what you're saying. You might have a valid point, but I don't think that's what was going on when this movie got made at all. And we'll cover that.
I will tell you, I'm not the only one. But
Congratulations, you're also not... there's a bunch of people that think Trump won an election, so, whatever.
But all that and more, except for the election coverage, what we covered in the Drunken Movie Review.
Yeah.
And back to the beer. This thing smells like a bag of melted Reese cups, and it tastes like
Stefan said they put
melted Reese cups. Like
Stefan said they put a metric shit ton in. It's, I think, the word to use.
That's officially huge. Yes.
And then they added peanut butter as well, just to be on the safe side.
Which is fun because we've had a lot of peanut butter beers, and most of the time we aren't getting the proper peanut butter flavor that we're desiring. And especially get a peanut butter chocolate where everyone's like, oh, it's like drinking a Reese cup. And we're like, bullshit.
I love listening to that talk.
Because that one, most of them are not that. And they just write checks their asses can't cash. And this one,
especially with the autograph.
I think delivers. Like,
we're famous.
This tastes like a beer made with Reese cups. A metric shit ton of Reese cups.
Yeah, it's one of the better peanut butter ones that we've had. I don't think they nailed it, but it's one of the closest ones we've had.
I don't know how much closer you're gonna get to drinking a Reese cup than this. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
I'm going to withhold my judgment until I have that Drecker. But
can they get it exactly nailed? Perhaps, but hitting perfection is really tough. And this is, I think, it's close.
Good.
This is as close as I think it's feasibly gonna happen.
It's tasty.
It's one of the best peanut butter ones we've had.
Hop Lord did a damn good job.
Yeah.
I ain't mad.
And you said what was the ABV on this one?
14.1.
Right? It doesn't taste 14.1.
Oh my god, this is piece DUI shelf. No, well, not quite DUI shelf because it's there, but not like that.
No, I think it's pretty close.
It's a little bit hot. But
I would never guess 14.
You're right.
I would guess maybe like 7 or 8, like on the higher end, but not that high.
So on the brewing side, Stefan explained how they got it so high. So the yeast they use, it's a stretch to get anything this high. And so it's pastry stouts in general are tough to get this high because you're putting so much shit in them.
Right.
What he does is he puts the yeast in, does all his brewing, yada yada yada. As it's fermenting, after a certain point when the bubbles start dying and it starts losing its ability, he actually goes in and adds like just a little bit of brown sugar. Mm-hmm. Just a little, and he does that every single day after it slows down
to keep it going,
to keep feeding the yeast, to basically keep making that yeast eat
Did
and
you just
work.
give away his secret? You give away the secret ingredient?
He told me.
And he knows you can't keep your mouth shut, or did he not know
knows
that?
I own a podcast company, or a video cast company, whatever the fuck this is.
A show.
Livecast, there it is.
Livecast.
So no, he goes, I just, as it starts dying out, I go in and I just add he goes, literally it's like a spoonful. Just a little bit here, a little bit here. And he does it every day.
It back into going.
He does it every day, keep the yeast eating until he gets to where he wants. He did say it might not be as high in ABV next time. He does think he's going to stop stretching it quite as high.
Okay.
Just because 14.1 for a pastry stout is...
I've amazing.
I'm not mad about
But
that
yeah,
at all.
kind of unprecedented.
Yeah, it's pretty high. Pastry stouts
It's
are
not barrel aged.
No, it's just a.
So maybe that's what Hop and Frog does. So we always ask, like, how do they get their stuff so high without barrel aging?
They don't do a
so
spoonful
much-
of brown sugar. They just
They do.
they actually take bags of it every
Yeah.
day.
Just
Just
5 pounds.
Just like dump molasses in on a daily or something. But I mean, at least that kind of can explain that question that we couldn't answer. Like, I have no idea how they do this. Magic. Beer fairies come in at night, sprinkle fairy dust in there, and we get Hop and Frog.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
that's how hop lore for this beer. They extend the yeast past its normal abilities.
Oh, Kerry chimed in, said he, and kudos to him, he's correct, did not give away the movie review after, I'm sure, probably drunken off-screen Matt at the beer fest. Like, oh yeah, we saw this.
You did, actually.
I, was trying to be polite about what I thought I might have did. And by that, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I know what I did. That was still early.
Matt was pretty drunk. It's fine.
We did drink beers the entire movie, and then we went to a beer fest. I mean, I thought I was going to have a good plan, and then I didn't.
And whiskey.
I actually stayed away from the whiskey because I was trying to be
Oh,
smart,
did you?
and that was good because if I would have had the whiskey, I probably wouldn't have made it to the beer fest.
It's true.
That is true.
We didn't go have extracurricular fun afterwards because
Matt was too drunk.
Save you from yourselves.
Hey, I was okay with leaving. It's fine.
I just wanted to go have fun. It's fine.
You're saying we didn't have fun afterwards?
Oh, I had fun.
That sounded bad when I said it that way. Let the record show we had pizza and more beers and watched more dumb shit on the TV.
Allegedly.
Oh my god.
At least that's the way I remember it. You did get a
Pizza
little
was
hazy.
difficult, but yeah.
I remember struggling to order on the Papa John's app. Like, no matter what I did, it was just a medium cheese pizza.
And then we had to go pick it up.
Because he'd put it on pickup instead of delivery.
Jackass.
I actually handed the phone to Tyler.
You'd already gotten past that point.
You can hit back, I'm sure.
I didn't expect you to hit pickup.
Best show ever.
I mean, really, whose fault is that? The guy that's like the guy that had to leave the beer fest that hands someone the phone, like, you know what? I'm not going to double check his work.
It tastes like a Reese's cup.
Which is even better because I have a melted Reese's cup in my drawer at work because
In his drawers.
my drawer at work, single drawer,
Brown stain.
it's my pull-out drawer.
You have to have a drawer for that?
Where else does it go? It's a filing drawer, Tyler. Get your hair together. But yeah, and it had like I got two of the pumpkins recently, and I ate one the other day. I was storing them for like a.
Now,
hey,
the mini pumpkins or the actual pumpkins?
it was actually the mini Reese pumpkins.
They'll suck.
And, well, actually,
they don't suck, but
yeah, I mean it's a Reese cup still. But so I had one of those the other day, and I think I'm upstairs on my job, and it's like a 10 building, like it's corrugated steel, so like upstairs it gets really freaking hot if it gets above 50, and then like I think my pumpkins melted, so I bit into one the other day, and I was like, oh, this is one fucked up Reese's. Like I was like, either this thing came deformed from the factory, or it got melted because it was up here. I wasn't sure which, but this tastes like that melted, fucked up pumpkin Reese's.
I want to know who all puts their Reese's in the fridge.
Wrong.
What he said.
It's like putting Girl Scout Thin Mints in the freezer. I respect why you do it, but no, it's not right. It doesn't taste better.
Well, that's because you're eating Thin Mints. It's supposed to be Samoa's.
No. No.
Give me all that coconut goodness.
I bought a coconut beer on Tabor just for you guys. I'll have you know.
Is he feeling okay?
Because it sounded good with everything but the coconut, and then Listerman surprised me with that coconut I didn't even taste. I was like, maybe this will be like that. I'm sure it won't, and then I'll
That
pour all
voice
my beer in
got
your
really
glasses.
high.
I take it really high. Hey, keep talking. Keep talking.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we've had a lot to drink tonight.
John's got to take a squirt.
God. This is why we have guests. Guys, make sure you check out our sponsors on the right side of your page. Check out Scorched Woods on Etsy. And actually, it's not on Etsy now. It's on their website, scorchedwoods.com, if I remember right. Check them out. Lauren and Ryan are doing some really, really cool stuff. They also just got a 3D printer the other day. So, yeah, their first project was Baby Yoda. They're doing all
Is
sorts
John
of...
contributing from the bathroom?
Yes, he is. They're doing all sorts of fun things with that. They do a lot of wire work, all sorts of fun stuff. Check it out. Also, again, make sure you check out Taver. They're fantastic. They have some of the best customer service I've ever dealt with.
And if you don't live by beer that you want that's not by you, I don't concede there's a better way to do it.
I suggest getting on there specifically to wait for Drecker, if nothing else.
Oh, yeah. I've got like 3 Drecker beers just this month coming to us, and I'm very excited about
Drecker is unbelievable. Make sure, if you're in the brewing industry, to check out Ugly Pete's Water, a.k.a. Water Performance Technologies, LLC.
Nailed it.
And then also, last but not least, Indie Craft Brew. Make sure you check them out. His Instagram's a blast, but also check out the Indie Craft Brew Bottle Shop / Books of Brews Muncie.
He's got a really good contest going on right now.
He does. He's giving away a bunch of 450 beers, as well as Beer Zombies is involved in that one.
And if they get to 20,000 followers, they're 19 now, he's going to give away 5 of those packages.
Yep. So
He's giving away how many packages?
5.
So check all our sponsors out. We appreciate all
Are they
of
big
them.
packages, John?
And last but not least, I forgot to add one. I forgot Turfs Up Radio. Make sure you listen to them. And yeah, that's it.
Final shout out because she's giving me shit. BYBC Backyard Beer Chick says, "Geez, Matt, you're on one tonight with a girl with a hand palm and then a female symbol." So I don't know why the female symbol had to come out.
What's a female symbol?
You know, the circle with the plus.
Oh, that's not what I thought he was going with.
No, it wasn't the middle finger.
Still not what I thought he was going with.
Who rates this beer first?
Would be John.
It is it me?
Yep.
Is it Silent J? We're sure it's not Jonathan.
It's our 7th beer, so it would be you.
I forget it. No. That's good. I'll go buy it again. It does taste like a Reese's. It's a very good job with the peanut butter. So I'm going to go with 4.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's very to the point. Very direct. Man, a few words after takes a
Very
piss.
chill. Very cool.
I'm going to agree with John, to be honest. It's fantastic. 4.0. I'm going to check out more Hop Lore stuff. So.
While I'm gathering my thoughts,
Not straight to the point.
Backyard Beer Chick. I'm also reading comment.
He's
I'm
stalling.
dual duties here. She says Fab did that, not me. And then she said FB. So I mean, she meant Facebook, and then clarified Facebook with F. So I think she's basically saying she didn't put the female symbol there.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Or she's just backtracking. And score. I hate to say I think I'm going to go a bit higher than you guys. That is like the Reese Cup beer that I don't need. It's the one I deserve. I'm going 4.5. Like, that thing is fucking delicious. And at 14%, I know that future ones may not be that. That's cool, but this bottle this time,
45.
like, that is delicious.
I should have bumped it up.
It doesn't drink like 14.
For the 14.
Yeah, I mean, it drinks way
45
smoother.
is a good score.
Yeah.
I had this beer on draft as well. It was fantastic on draft. Held up in bottles.
Yeah.
I am not upset.
Really
at
great
all.
job, Stefan and Hop Lore.
Since we've had the conversation, would you say having especially close proximity, was the draft significantly better than the bottle, or were they fairly close?
Honestly, I like the bottle better.
Really? Okay.
But the bottle was room temp while the draft was cold.
Yeah.
And this is one of those stouts that definitely is better room temp.
We've
been finding some of them better cold lately, which
some
is
weird ones, yeah.
kind of weird.
But yeah, no, I definitely liked it better warm. So
I've been thinking about doing like the milk stouts in the fridge.
you be in the fridge.
We need to drink room in the fridge first. I mean, make room.
Matt, can you rinse these glasses out before our
wrists
last
are
beer?
definitely going to
Oh,
be
we got another. Oh, shit, we did have another one.
room temp. But,
Did you hear him just now?
yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh shit, we have another one.
Yeah, I thought that was the last one. I forgot we had this chai buddy.
Chai buddy.
All right, so our next beer, while Dish Bitch is rinsing his glasswares, is the Kung Pao Imperial Stout brewed with chili powder, ginger powder, Szechuan pepper, sea salt, and peanut extract. It is by Stillwater Artisanal. It is at 11%. I don't know what.
So I'm
the fuck
thinking
that is.
Szechuan beef. Like, that's what, if we're going to food pair this, Szechuan beef?
I mean, I'm not drinking it yet, so I don't know, but that
guessing
makes sense.
Makes sense.
The ingredients: water, malted barley, peanut extract, chili, Szechuan pepper, ginger, hops, yeast, And then it's all the same thing in another, language.
I'm in my head thinking Szechuan beef, so...
It's human beef, not human beef.
That made me laugh way more than it should have.
Yeah, it did.
Damn it.
I think it's about right.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
It's alright, we've had some high ABV beers, and I'm not hardly drinking, so
Drink, yeah.
I'm just getting you and Matt drunk.
We are. Good Lord.
At least I'm not the one that had 2 plugs like Matt.
Give Matt some more. Yeah, the rest of Matt. Oh, fuck.
Matt, strive later.
He does.
You
have to
don't.
drive it. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's gonna be good.
I hope it is. But you know what? It was given to us by our sponsor at Indie Craft Brew Bottle Shop. Mike
Oh,
Watt.
thank you.
So, thank you, Mike, and the Indie Craft Brew Bottle Shop.
I'm not gonna want Chinese after this.
I don't know.
So, I need to go to buffet again.
Are those ever going to be a thing again?
Remember when we went over to? Damn it! What's the name of that place? Right down the road from Mothership.
Right now. Oh, Journey.
The Journey.
And we ate them out of
we
sushi.
smashed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Journey?
Their sushi's not bad.
Yeah.
The rest of the buffet sucks. But
Yeah,
the sushi's not bad.
I've gone there.
And that's why we went.
Okay, I've gone there with like the intent to get the buffet, not the sushi, and then I've always been let down. Like,
Unlimited sushi is why I was there.
No, if you want that, then
And
just...
guess what? I smashed it, although they had that one roll that I'm fairly certain had gone bad because I was not feeling great
You
the
weren't
rest of the
feeling
day.
great.
And I've had their sushi a lot. That was a first.
They were like, I remember them being impressed. I think they were talking about us.
If you want the unlimited sushi experience,
They
in
almost went
Indy,
out of business for
They
2
were
fat
like- they
guys.
were like,
go to Watami instead.
It's more expensive.
Where?
How much more though? It's $20 for all you can eat on like the dinner price.
It was only $12 for lunch, so.
I mean, Watami's I think is like 16.
And I very much more than ate $12 for the sushi.
So you can justify getting 16, like, and it's gonna be way better sushi.
I could, but for 12, I saved money and tried to stop my heart with how much food I ate.
OSM endorses Watami,
Well, so do I.
Put it on
Watami's
the record.
fantastic.
and there's
Oh,
2 locations, and they
I've
are
had Watami.
delicious.
It's fantastic. But
Yes, it is.
There's no aroma to this.
no, I wasn't getting much.
You know, I tell when we're down a person or someone's drinking light because then, like, even I'm like, oh, I move before the show's
Oh
over.
yeah, we're down
Like,
a person.
God.
And someone's drinking light. Both.
Yeah, so this is kind of like double duty. Oh shit! Pregnant on can while I was gone.
The initial flavor,
Szechuan beef.
I'm not a fan of. It's a little watery. But you do get a little of that
It's
chili
water
powder at the
crust.
back end. Stop.
Did you say water chestnut?
Yeah. It's a watercress, but yeah.
Fucking hate water chestnuts. God damn it.
Not a huge fan of the overall flavor. I am getting a little bit of that spice from the chili powder. But not a huge fan of the overall flavor. It's a little watered down.
Yeah.
And evidently we're trying to give people seizures right now with the light over the top of us.
Yeah.
It is a very thin body.
Puss in boots.
It's boots and pants and boots and pants.
It's Puss in Boots.
Have you seen? Are you talking about the guy commercial? It's boots and pants, boots and pants. It's a little pig.
He's dumb.
He's right. Well, I mean, he. Damn it, that backfired.
That was awesome.
Talk about your all-time fails.
I don't know.
I don't. At 11% especially, I don't dislike this. It's easy drinking. But with all the shit that's on the can, I don't really get a whole lot of any of it coming out the
much in
flavor.
there.
You get chili powder at the end.
You
Get
say
a little.
that. I don't.
Get a little right here. Take a big gulp. You get a little bit right here. That's about it.
Big gulp, huh? Well, see you later.
I kind
Maybe?
of feel like instead of chili powder,
Like it's
they
not a
should've
lot,
done,
but
No.
They should have done crushed red pepper instead of chili powder.
I agree.
I think that could have maybe helped that out more.
They also. It's just.
Well, that would crushed red pepper be in the theme of going with like a
Yes.
Asian inspired
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
dish.
They use crushed
Style.
red pepper and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially Indian food, a lot of Chinese food.
Well, we're not talking. This clearly Kung Pao wasn't aimed at
Well,
Indian.
I just said a lot of Chinese. Did I not say?
But you live with Indian.
You did.
Well, yeah, but
John's fence setting like a sumbitch
India's
right now.
also
Yeah, you're both right.
Maybe because they both had valid points.
India's also in Asia, so
What?
India is in Asia.
Geography's not my strong point, boys.
did he just like get confused? He questioned me and then admitted he has no idea where things are at.
I don't know
Yeah.
about it.
I'll tell you what, I can name almost every county in Pennsylvania now.
Bet you can't.
Jesus.
Right, goddamn.
Brett and I were cracking up about that.
Can I see the can again?
Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Georgia. I could name almost all of them. Helps that Arizona has like 10. Pennsylvania has like 90.
I don't know.
I'm perplexed by its subtlety.
Well, while John's, attempting to read.
I appreciate what they tried to do. It just none of it really worked.
Yeah. It didn't blend all that well.
Carrie confirms India is in Asia.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like...
That's dumb.
I guess that's just for me.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm smart about some things, geography. I just never give a shit.
I went to college to be a history teacher and geography teacher and poli-sci teacher.
I actually had that teacher license.
Yeah. All of social studies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I had my psychology, my history, and my econ.
Atta boy. I hated econ. Too many numbers.
I wish they would have pulled this off. I want somebody to pull this beer off because I think it could be outstanding.
Could be really fucking
and it's
cool.
unique, yeah.
Could be really fucking cool. And it's not that they did well, they did poorly. But just wasn't enough. It
didn't turn out bad. Like
Yeah.
we've had bad. Like, this wasn't bad. It's
Yeah.
just, with all the stuff that's in it, we're not really getting that much of any of them out of it.
They use powder, chili powder, ginger powder, and peanut extract.
And the
just didn't
Szechuan
work.
pepper.
It just didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get any ginger.
No.
And ginger's such a strong flavor, even in powder, you would think
You should get it.
you would get it.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Get it. Carrie says he's got a bachelor's in geography, so if we ever need to establish where someplace is, we know who to reach out to, as well as discovering fine scotch.
Yeah.
Or getting history lessons in bardom. I mean, his bar is apparently pretty well established in history.
It
I
is.
had learned.
That is a fantastic bar.
And he's like, yeah, well, think what we're doing. It's like, no, you need to 60s this bitch out. It's like, hey, let's get this back to its original shag pad. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of faux fur, neon lights.
He's not wrong.
I just love this.
Adult periodicals.
Again, Carrie,
No.
sorry
Adult
about that.
sophisticates.
Adult sophisticates.
Again,
Yeah, I
Carrie,
hate to
sorry
put
I
it
went
out
there.
With a minor in adult sophisticates. That is the best term I've ever heard, Carrie. Thank you for teaching me that.
But we are at the end of the show pretty much, so let's wrap up this beer.
I was getting tired of us having fun, John. He's got an interview tomorrow. We gotta be done.
Kung Pao.
Sorry, guys. Hey, I feel like I've still been my normal self. I haven't been boring.
How would I just want... God damn it. I just want to make this beer and actually make it good.
We can't make good beer yet.
I know. I want to talk to Kevin. Smo money.
Just hand Smo the can. Make this, but make it good.
Yeah. If ever a beer needs umami, it's this beer.
Isn't umami... Wait, what? No.
It's the savory.
Okay.
It's one of the 5 flavors your tongue can taste.
Hmm.
Yeah. Umami.
I was thinking
I
of
can taste umami.
Oh. Oh. Tyler, you so bad.
Ooh, boy. And I'm the sober one at the table.
You go first.
Yeah.
Oh, good fella. Good beer fella made a good one. He said, it's time to walk away from that beer. That, sir, is 2 points.
In the game that doesn't matter and the score doesn't mean shit.
Exactly. Welcome to my life. I don't know if you guys have caught me throwing out points randomly, but...
Man, I think...
Q. It's Q.
It's a lifelong game with no actual end score. You just acquire points as you go.
I think it could be so good.
It's a unique take on something that didn't work.
I'm going to have to give it a 2.
Didn't walk.
I'm going to have to give it a 2. The 11% helps, but I feel like this beer, this can, they just didn't succeed on what's on the can. I'm going to give it a 2. I've been kind of vicious today.
You have. It's because you're not getting drunk. I am very torn. All right, because I was like, Tyler's underrated. But I was like, shit, on the can, in the can rule.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no.
because I was thinking like, all right, if someone handed me this like and didn't tell me what it was, I never saw the can, and I drank this. Like, all right, this is a reasonable tasting stout. It's very palatable. It's easy to drink.
Also very thin for an Imperial.
Yeah, but you know, if it's a smooth drinking and they're like it's 11%, like, oh well, damn, okay. And then like, oh, by the way, it's supposed to taste like this. Well, it doesn't quite get that. So, you know, I would want to go like on the drinkability chart, not knowing what should be in it. Like a 3 1/4 would be where I'd want to go. But considering like we're missing so much out of the can that's on the can, I think taste wise, I want to go a 3, but just with established things of what they're missing the base on, I'm going to go 2.75. Because 11%'s got to count for something. I mean,
it does. It stayed at 2.
Yeah, no, I'm with Tyler. Like, the only thing I get that's on the can is some chili powder, and it's not even a good chili powder. I've had so many more of the Mexican hot chocolate chili beers that does the chili powder so much better. Yeah, no, it's a 2 for me. It's a 2, dude. I'm sorry.
So what's that come out to?
2 1/4.
Alrighty.
I got more to drink.
There's been some really good beers tonight. We scored Butter Stuff at 4.25.
Is that the beer of the night?
We gave the Out of Order a 4. We had good beers. My personal, I'm going to go first this time. I normally go last, but I'm going to start it off. I'm going to go Out of Order as my beer of the night, even though I gave them identical scores. Just because it's so different. Yeah. Even for that style that's become popular, it was a very different take on that style. So I'm going to give it my beer of the night vote. Matt?
you said you're going to give it, but I don't think you said which beer it was.
The Out of Order.
I said that at the
very
very
first
beginning.
Oh, I think it's you were going out of order. Like,
Oh.
yeah, like, as opposed to like John going first, you're going out of order.
No, in this case, he literally meant the Out of Order beer.
By Roar Brewing, the Slash Puppy.
See, all that stuff, like, oh, Slash Puppy, like, Roar, like, I never, the Out of Order wasn't the name I got.
Roar, not Roar. Roar.
Is it a roof or a roof?
R-A-R.
Rawr.
Alright. I would be torn. I would want to go with the Rar beer, but because it is a really good taste, it's a really good version. It's a different spin, but I've got to go with the peanut butter, the butter stuff, because that was the one that I was honestly the most excited about, but I felt had the biggest chance of letting me down, so I didn't want to pick it as my favorite. But especially at 14% and its taste, and it delivered. That was my beer, but the Rar is a close second.
Please tell me he did this. I wasn't looking.
I don't know. I can't see from here.
Yeah, Tyler, the only guy that can see me, asked you if I did.
Well, I looked down right as you said it. Yeah. All I heard was that, and I literally pictured you going, Rawr.
The beer of the night for me?
No one cares.
Taco Cat. No.
Taco Cat.
His good ton day went right out the window.
I'll tell you what, that beer would be terrifying if you thought you might have Rona. You take a sip of that, and you'd be like, oh my god, my taste is gone!
Oh no, I've got Rona. No, Rar. Beer of the night.
It was just fun.
Different. They pulled it off. It was tasty. I enjoyed it, and I hope I can find some more.
Absolutely.
Very good. I definitely, especially knowing the theme of the cans being horror-themed slush puppies.
Well, that was for Halloween, yeah.
Oh, they just did. Oh, so
the horror theme was for Halloween. They always have the slush puppies. The Out of Order is always the slush puppy.
Wait. So, like, if I were to get the same flavor or the same style beer,
you probably won't get the same flavor.
In the spring,
I bet they wouldn't have the same flavor listed. That was the Halloween beer.
This vexes me, John.
It's hype
I'm vexed.
beer.
I'm terribly vexed.
It's hype beer. Hype beers are usually one-offs or rare come-bys. And
phrasing.
No, that's how I wanted it.
Because it's rare for Tyler. I need a zing. Where's the zing?
There's a rim shot.
I think a zing would be much more appropriate.
That works. But no, those hype beers, it's always one-offs. Or not always, but often one-offs.
Alright, I guess.
All right.
Hype beer, you can't build hype if you keep doing the same shit.
I don't know. I've seen other brews that are like, oh, it comes up like the once a year, and then like people like clamoring, just like just scratching like crackheads.
Dude, we buy brains every time it comes on, and half the
Exactly.
time they
It's
change
never
like
the same
one
thing.
ingredient.
Oh yeah, it's never the same too. But
and it's always like one ingredient.
we haven't been buying brains for a full year though. I'm like, maybe next year we'll circle back around. Like, oh, I can get more of
I
that.
highly doubt it.
We'll see.
Probably right. Way to piss on my parade. So this has been.
Any final thoughts from anyone besides that we pissed on Matt's parade, which is fantastic. Wow, don't all of
He's
you
looking
jump
at
on
you,
once.
John.
I was.
Oh. Yeah, no.
That's why I don't let him drink
So
this
night.
much.
So night.
Couple really good
No,
beers.
This was a night of highs and lows.
Yeah.
So on average was at least a decent night.
And we found out sober Tyler is vicious as fuck.
He's taking advantage of us.
uh,
I said what I said.
And he meant it.
guys,
The
thanks,
lies we tell ourselves.
guys, thanks for listening. We've been on the show 42 episodes. Out of 43 weeks since we started, we've done 42 episodes. Air 5 Matt. Matt's been here for 41 of 42 episodes. Man, this has been a hell of a lot of fun. It's not just because of these two, which, I mean, it really is. But I enjoy hanging
Everybody
out.
joining in.
I enjoy hanging out with them, but behind the camera wise, when Matt reading off who's here, we get excited. We hear people, like for instance, Good Beer Fellow, we haven't seen him on here in a while.
It's
Hey,
been
join
great
on
to
in.
hear from you. Like, and we see Carrie Davis pretty regularly. We see Russell
Every time
almost
Randy
every
hops
week.
on, Russell,
Brett's almost on every week. Like, it's we got this like
Backyard Beer Chick.
kind of fun. We got this almost extended family from this of people that we've never necessarily
The
met, but we
TBGU?
know.
The TBG universe, baby.
Yeah, watch out, MCU.
We're coming for you, bitches.
We're waiting for that movie deal. We have no superpowers. We just drink a lot. It's gonna be a very boring movie.
Hey, I did a handstand and drank a whole keg. I'm just saying.
Allegedly.
He was on the call. He saw it.
I did.
True. I mean,
It's on air.
I'm saying I wasn't there for that activity. You know?
Guys, I'm TBG_Ops guy.
My dog being cute.
Behind the camera.
I'll scream that.
We appreciate you guys. Love you. Have a good night.
That is taking forever to transition.